Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, beautiful people. Happy Friday. We are here for a watch along to get ready for our upcoming KillerCon Live horror panel where the topic will be politics and horror. So, we are going to watch one of my favorite horror movies that covers some political themes, and that is the 1988 John Carpenter's They Live. So, come on in, drop in the chat, let me know you're here. And I am not here alone. Okay, it's a duo tonight watching this, and no stranger to the channel. I have my girl, sister girl on film. Are you ready to get into They Live?
Hey, I am. This is a fun movie. This is a fun movie, so I'm looking forward to it for sure.
So you've seen this.
I
Why
have
did I think you hadn't seen this?
because I ain't seen a lot of movies, so it's a fair assumption. I'm not mad at it.
And of course, for people we are streaming from Sister Girl on Film, and we are streaming from A Night of Horror. If you are on my side, you can join the Discord so that you can watch the movie with me. The Discord link is pinned in my chat, and it is for channel members. So if you are a channel member, join the Discord, and you can get access to watching the movie so you can see it right along with me. And just make sure you let me know your name so I can add you to the special movie night group if it is different from your name on the YouTube. Sister Girl,
Yes.
John Carpenter's They Live
Mhm.
it has a lot of political themes mixed up in here. Very political movie. How do you feel about like horror and like political themes? Like, do you like movies like that? Do you not like movies with more of like a political ideology and stuff all mixed in there?
I like it when it's not heavy-handed. I feel like this was very creative in how they approached it. And I think it's really fitting for the time, when it came out.
Yeah.
But sometimes it'd be a little too much, like Master, the movie with Regina Hall.
Oh Jesus.
Hated it. Hated it. Oh, it was so heavy-handed and it made absolutely no sense. So I feel like there's a good balance that can be had. And I think this movie does a good job at that from what I remember.
Yeah. I'm like, and you know what's so funny? Do you feel like in order for you to like, because I feel like nobody likes a really preachy movie, and I personally feel like that's just bad writing. Like the movie
Mhm.
shouldn't feel preachy, but do you feel like in order for you to like a movie with a political theme, do you have to agree with the ideology to like the movie?
No. No, I just think it has to just make sense. I don't have to
Yeah.
agree with it, but I do appreciate it if it makes me kind of question my own perspective and
Yeah.
maybe introduces a theme that I hadn't really considered before. Not trying to go into like conspiracy theory. However, if that's where it goes, and I'm like, now you might got a point. This might gotta be true. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. I feel like to me, ultimately, a movie should entertain. Like that's
Hmm.
always just my number one bar. Like a movie should entertain. So I don't have to agree. Like I mean, obviously, I don't want it to be some like real, But it could be completely opposite from what I think. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was a movie that came out like a few years ago. That was like a religious horror, and it
Hmm.
was very like I'm not religious at all, but the movie
Hmm.
was basically like this guy talking to someone and talking about like being possessed by the devil and all this religious stuff. But the movie was very heavy handed in its agenda of like being against abortion and like very Christianity, which I don't believe in, but I enjoyed the movie. Like I don't feel like I have to agree with what the movie is saying for me to enjoy it. I thought, and a lot of people hated that movie.
I know what you're talking about. It's called
I'm
like
mad I can't think of the
possession
name.
or
What was
is
it
it
called?
was it called Possession or something like that? My brother recommended it to me and I watched it and I hated it.
You hate it? I didn't hate it.
I fell asleep on it.
Why, and it was like, and I think that's why I liked it because I love possession horror. Like I don't care how generic it is. I love possession horror. This was very different, and I think that's why I liked it. It wasn't your run of the mill type of possession horror. It was very different, and it was very one setting, just two guys sitting at the table having a conversation. So I feel like regular type of audience that I am, I would find it very boring and be like, that's it. But I think it was because I love possession so much, and it is very run of the mill. It's kind of like the zombie subgenre. You know what you're gonna get, like
Right.
it's formulaic, but I like it.
Yeah, it was called The Possession.
The possession, is that what it was called? Because that's not, that
Mhm.
name ain't ringing a bell. But okay, my brain ain't very good.
I had to look it up. I literally Googled MAGA possession movie.
Ah, but and that was the discourse around the movie. Like people were saying they lied about like the marketing to like, and I was like, well, I didn't know nothing about the marketing. It was one of those movies that it was so much discourse around it. I was like, child, let me watch this. Because typically when people go real ham and like be real extreme about movies, like they hate it, or I'm like, child, y'all being real melodramatic. So I like to check it out so that I can see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me see who we have here with us. Let's check out what is going on in the chat. The Ick Factor, James, thank you so much for being here in the live. Shout out to you. Miriam, thank you so much for being here in the live. Shout out to you. We are NW. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here in the live. So Sister Girl, did you want to tell the people? I think you said that they can watch. If they're on your channel, they can watch the movie.
Yes. If you are a member of the channel, just go to the latest member post, and there will be a link where you guys can click and you can watch the movie over there. Or if you're a member of the Patreon, it's already posted in the Patreon as well, so you can just click and you can watch the movie along with us over there too.
So if you're a member on Sister Girl on Films, you have access to watch the movie with us. If you are a member on A Night of Horror, you have access to watch the movie with us through my Discord. Or if you're not a channel member and you want to watch along with us, you can find this on Prime, available to rent, or whatever other ways y'all watch stuff. But the FBI be watching, so I ain't gonna say all that. But however you go to watch it, just either channel member or however you stream your movies or Amazon Prime, you can rent it. And before we dive into it, because I want to give people a chance to come in so we're all synced up and start the movie at the same time. So I'm gonna give some people a little time to come in as I go to. This is Black History Month. So not only is this a watch for KillerCon that we are doing Sunday, which Sister Girl on Film will be there for, this is also a Black History Month watch because we have one of my favorite Scream Kings in this, and that is Keith motherfucking David. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Silverthroat. That's what he calls himself.
This is IG.
Mr. Silverthroat. Somebody go get your granddaddy and tell him to fix that name. But Mr. Silverthroat, it's because of his voice, y'all. Get your mind out the gutter. It's because of the voice. But yes, we have Keith David here, which of course, iconic, incredible actor, and I love him in this movie. It's some decisions that I didn't care for, but I feel like for the times, the type of roles that you would expect to see Black people in a horror and stuff like that, I actually think that he had a really good role here. It didn't feel like he was just relegated to just sidekicky, stereotype Black character. But I mean, it's Keith David, so I feel like he wasn't even about to play them games.
Right. No. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody that hasn't watched this before, but the scene in the alley, where they're trying to get him to put on the thing that gets him to be woke. I'm just gonna say that it's one of the funniest scenes ever. It's like the longest scene ever.
Yeah.
But it is
my God. Yes. And I'm so mad I can't remember what. I have so much in my brain, and I did so much acid when I was younger. Like my brain is just so messed up. Like I cannot remember stuff very well. But there was something that I saw with commentary with John Carpenter about that scene. And I think he got pushback for how long the scene is, but he felt like he needed. And I'm glad that he made that decision and didn't get like cut off at the knees, because Wes Craven was always in something with the studio messing up his movies, and for some
Right.
reason never had the power to go. Like the studio always took over. So I'm glad John Carpenter was able to keep that scene how it is, because it is really good, and I feel like it needed to be that length, just like he was trying to explain. And I'm mad I can't remember exactly his rationale for what he was saying about it, but let's see. Miriam, shout out to you. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Let me add you to the Discord.
And how many of y'all in the chat have seen this movie? I feel like it's a pretty popular movie.
And you know what's funny? The first time, like, have you ever experienced watching a movie and oh shoot, what the hell did I just do? Have you? I cannot walk and chew gum. Let me add Miriam to this group. You keep talking.
Let's see. I can't control, but I can read the comments out loud though. I believe it's because Piper was a wrestler, so they wanted something that was similar to his occupation. I could see that. That makes sense. I forgot he was a wrestler. That's back when wrestling was top tier. I can't even lie. Dang, you said you've seen it. It's a good movie. It's a classic for sure, with some really good quotables.
And that was something else. They didn't want that wrestler guy. I forget. I think they were saying it might have been like Kurt Russell and like a few other. I think Burt Reynolds might have been one,
I
but
think
they
it's
did
Kurt
not
Russell.
want that wrestler. But John Carpenter did. But I was going to say, have you ever watched the movie and like hated it, and then watched it years later and loved it? Because I know you've watched movies and loved it, and years later hated it. Like I think you were the one that loved Spawn back in the day, and like you hate it now. Wasn't that you?
Um, I don't know if I said that. I mean, I
Okay, I
would
could be mixing
agree
you up.
though. I would agree.
But I actually first time I saw They Live, I actually hated this movie, if you can believe it. Like I really did not like it. And then years later on rewatch, I loved it. And I was like, what was wrong with me? Why didn't I like it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are there any movies that I hated and then I watched it later? And I'm very stubborn, so it's not too often if I hate something, I'm gonna give it another chance. Cause then I'm be like, nah, I hate you. Um, Dang, I'm gonna have to think about that, Nikki. That's a good question.
Because I actually do that a lot. Like I went to the movie theater when Cabin in the Woods came out, and I hated that movie. And then I saw it years later on rewatch, and I loved it. Like I do that a lot.
That will be a great example. That is another one. I didn't get it when I first watched it. I didn't get that it
Same.
was a parody. I
Same.
didn't get it.
And all the stuff that they did intentionally annoyed me. Like the stereotypical characters. I was like, oh my God, why are we doing it? Why we got the stoner?
Mhm.
But once I realized, oh, this, which I didn't know at the time, I was like, oh, it's Josh Whedon, and it's supposed to like play on these tropes. It's supposed. Then I enjoyed it more. But I don't
Right.
always. I think that's literally the only time in my life that I didn't get it, which is why I didn't like it. Because I hate when people jump to, oh, you just didn't get it when you don't like something. That's
Mhm.
the only time I didn't get it, and it made more sense on subsequent rewatches. But I feel like I'm very mood based. Like I watch stuff based on my mood, and sometimes I just feel like I don't know, the mood just went right when I watch stuff sometimes, and I just don't really care for it. But
Yeah.
then years later, I guess my mood be different. And I end up liking it. I don't know what that's about. But I always like to give movies another chance. No matter how much I didn't like it, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to give it another chance and watch it again to see if I feel differently.
Yeah. I don't give too many movies a second chance unless somebody is like, no, like you got to watch it again because you may have missed this, and this. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to try it one more time. But if I just on my own don't like it, I usually will be stuck with that in my mind. But Cabin in the Woods, I don't know what made me return to it. But when I watched it the second time, I was like, what? What was I thinking? I love this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't, and I'm mad I can't think of it. It's a lot of them. Cabin in the Woods, I just remember seeing that in theaters. And oh, As Above, So Below. Do you remember that era where like every movie was a found footage movie? Like
Yeah.
every studio kept trying to bank on it. And it
Yeah.
was a lot of movies you wouldn't know it was found footage until you saw it. And
Right.
I have always hated found footage to this day. Throw the whole subgenre away. But I remember watching As Above, So Below in theaters, which is a found footage movie, and I didn't
Hmm.
know it was found footage until I saw it in theaters, and I hated it. I was so upset, but I love that movie. Like I went to rewatch it years later, and I've subsequently rewatched it quite a few times. I absolutely love and adore that movie. Like I don't know, I hated it when I saw it in theaters, and then I loved it on rewatch. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I think I've seen that movie once,
Where they're
and
underground in the catacombs of Paris. Okay, did you
yeah,
like it?
I thought it was really entertaining when I first. I would probably have to watch it again. I didn't dislike it, but it
Okay.
wasn't something I was like, oh, that was real good. It was. I think also my ADHD was probably on 10 because
Oh look,
I feel like there were parts of the movie I missed because I was watching it as a like part of like a watch along with somebody else at one point in time, and I was like checked out for a minute and then came back like, what happened? Who died? So yeah, it was entertaining though. The pieces I do remember seeing.
yeah. Oh yeah, the found footage era was is it that is literally my least favorite era of horror ever because it felt like I would be so excited for a premise, but then I would find out it was found footage and I get pissed off. Like I could not stand found footage. Oh my god! And I feel like if my memory serves, it didn't even pop off with Blair Witch. I think it popped off with Cloverfield. It's like after Cloverfield came out, then we just had so many found. It was that era where every movie was found footage. It was so obnoxious. I couldn't stand it.
Mm.
I couldn't
Yeah,
stand
I'm
that
trying to think. Yeah, yeah, because Blair Witch did jump it off, and they tried to keep the whole like anonymity of like were they really,
yeah,
and then they showed up at the MTV Movie Awards, and they were like, oh,
because people really thought them people was dead. But yeah, because
hmm
Blair Witch, I've never seen Blair Witch. I have no desire to see it. Not my ministry, but I absolutely remember it coming out in the late '90s when I was a kid, and I remember all the marketing and the hype and people. I remember being in school and kids having arguments swearing it was real.
yeah, I saw it at the movie theaters, and I don't. I think this was like one of the first like major like found footage films around that time, and so in the
Yeah,
movie theater, it was because it's very slow paced. It's very slow, but then I remember the ending of it just like had me shook because we all thought it was real, but
yeah,
then once you found out it was fake, and then they had the sequel, it was like, oh, okay, it's the rewatchability is really low on that one, but I remember kind of enjoying it in the movies because we were really watching somebody's home footage. And then
yeah.
Paranormal Activity. I think somebody said that in the chat too. Paranormal
But
Activity.
and see, that's what I was saying. Like Blair Witch came out, and yeah, they tried to capitalize on that, but then I feel like I have to check the year stuff came out, but just based on my little cracked out memory, I feel like it was Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity, like that is what really spawned the constant. Everything was
Mhm.
found footage. It was that era where literally everything was. I feel like it was like my mid late teens.
Mhm.
Every single thing was found footage, and it used to
Yeah.
me like that movie. Do you remember that movie, The Pyramid? Like everything was found footage.
I never saw that one. I never saw it, but I do remember it though.
You
Yeah.
saved yourself. It's
Yeah.
very. It's now Pyramid is found footage, but I love. It's a movie I love because it's bad. It's one of those so bad it's good
Oh.
type of watches, but they got on my nerve.
Yeah, Blair Witch was definitely the first one because it came out in before 2000s. That was like late
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s. Oh yeah, Tex just said it. It came out in 99. So it was the OG.
Yeah, because I remember that coming out first, but it wasn't the one that spawned the era of where
No, no, no,
everything
no.
was found footage.
Yeah, and I think that was probably Paranormal Activity. I think that's where
Yeah, I
they
feel like
come
it
into
was
play.
like Clover. I can't remember. I have to look up the dates. It was either Cloverfield or Paranormal Activity that really spawned like every year. It was like 20, 30 found footage. I was like, God damn. Oh, it used to piss me off. Oh, it used to piss me off real bad.
It's like you couldn't do a movie without it. It was that, and then after Paranormal Activity, the trend became like the spoof movies. It was
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and then
Now,
everything after scare movie, it was the
yeah,
spoofs.
I was just gonna say, scare movie popped that off, and then it was disaster movie, and like
Yeah.
and then they did
Yes.
the one about the
Yes.
love story genre, the romance genre. Oh, but when I tell you, that's all Hollywood know how to do is hop on a train. It's copycat. It's piggyback.
Yes, yes. Remember what was the movie 2012? Was it 2012?
That disaster
2012 came
movie.
out. Yeah, and then Day After Tomorrow came out and they were like literally the same movie.
Oh, and then, oh my God, Hollywood does that a lot. Where it'll be two different movies that come out the same year and they're literally the same. Like I
Yeah.
never saw the movie, but the one that's popping in my head was remember when I think like Justin Timberlake did a movie like No Strings Attached about like a friends with benefits
Yes.
romantic comedy, but then Ashton Kutcher also did a friends with benefits romantic. It's literally
Yes.
the same year.
Yes.
Hollywood always does that.
Yes. Yes. Or Olympus Has Fallen and
Oh,
the other
the
one, the
one
one
with
with
Jamie
Angela
because
Bassett.
one has Jamie Foxx and the white boy, and then one has Gerard Butler and
Yes.
who was
Yes.
the president?
Angela Bassett,
Aaron
wasn't it?
Arcart or something
Which
like that.
one? I keep wanting to say Angela Bassett. I could be wrong about that, but
Angela
Olympus
Bassett
Has
was in it.
Fallen
Angela
and
Bassett was in it. Yep. I'm mad
I
I
can't
can't
remember
remember
the other
the
one, but they
other
were
one.
the exact same movie.
Now the one I don't like the one with Jamie Foxx was the president. Jamie Foxx was the president, and what was the white boy that just played in Blink twice?
Oh, Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum, he was in that one. I don't like that one. They did come out the same year. I like Olympus Has Fallen. I like the one with Gerard Butler.
I
Like
didn't see
those the
either
ones
of
I
them.
like. It's
White
Olympus
House
Has
Down. That's
White
it.
House
Thank you,
Down. There
Dane.
you go. That's what it was called. I do not like White House Down. I like Olympus Has Fallen.
They the same thing.
But Olympus is better.
I didn't see either of them. I said,
You,
"Child,
you know what? You don't watch nothing.
I do." But there was a period of time where I kind of like slacked off with watching movies. But if there's two movies and I'm like, this look like the same thing, I'm not about to watch either because neither of y'all made
What
an
not?
effort.
You at least watch one or the other. You ain't gonna watch neither.
No, and plus, I don't like. I really, and we're talking about political stuff. I really don't care for movies that are like centered around the president, and we got to get the president. Bitch, I don't care. So what? Get them. I don't care. Like in Independence Day when they blew up the White House, I was like, yeah. I'm just so apolitical when it comes to stuff like that. I don't care about saving the president. Who gives a crap?
And you know what? That goes into what we were saying earlier about do we have to agree with the political view of the movie to like it? Olympus
Exactly.
Has Fallen spawned a trilogy, and I think it's the the second one. London Has Fallen. It's such propaganda. Oh, girl, when I tell you it is such propaganda, it
Not
is such
London.
like American nationalism and the terrorists. And I'll be wondering how them actors feel every time I see a Middle Eastern person. They always play a terrorist, and I'm like, it was such propaganda. But I love that movie. It was Gerard Butler beating niggas up for an hour and a half, so I had fun.
All the
But
time.
the agenda of the movie was I don't know. I can't get into like the whole nationalism, patriotic.
Right.
I can't. I can't. But I enjoyed the
Mhm.
movie.
Now, Air Force One with
For
Harrison Ford, and he was actually like, okay, I could get with that. But anything, child, like, nobody cares. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not here for none of it. No.
But I think we've given y'all enough time to come in. We are going to go ahead and start the movie. Remember, if you are watching from Sister Girl on film, you can watch the movie for free. If you are a member of her Patreon, if you're watching via A Night of Horror, you can watch the movie for free in my Discord. If you are a channel member, just make sure you send me your name. If it is different from your YouTube name, or if you are not a member of neither channel, you can rent it on Prime. So we are going to go ahead and all press play at the same time so we can get into John Carpenter's They Live. We are going to press play in 5, 3, 1. And of course, my movie done froze for some reason.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Shall I
Lord,
pause?
technical. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna pause for a minute because I'm having technical difficulty. Okay, there we go. Now I done start.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I
time?
can't control technical difficulties.
What time are you on?
I am at 1 minute and 51 seconds.
Okay. The one thing that I miss about the '80s is the hitchhiker trope. People don't hitchhike no more. That was a good time.
I think that maybe why I didn't like this movie when I first saw it. I do not go up for the 80s. It's just not my ministry. Of course they have a lot of gems, but I don't subscribe to the 80s was the best era. And I hate that 80s cheesiness, that 80s feel, that 80s overacting. And I think that
Mhm.
maybe why I didn't like this movie when I first saw it, because it's very 80s.
Aw. I love an '80s movie. The nostalgia.
See, I feel the opposite. Like if it's a 90s movie that's like very heavy, like if like Predators 2 with Danny Glover, oh that's 90s as hell. Like it is very,
Yeah.
and I love that. But for like the 80s though, it just the 80s don't work for me.
Yeah. Everything looked dirty. That is one thing I know about '80s movies. Everything looks so dingy.
That's how they was able to pump out so many slashers. It was just cheap. Look, of course it looked dirty. They just did a bunch of cheap little slashers.
They didn't care.
Matthew, the time stamp is 3 minutes and 25 seconds. I know I'm the oddball. Everybody loves the 80s. Hey, I forgot about that show.
I was just thinking about that, Dane. I love the '80s. A little pitiful high five.
Would you have been in that crowd listening to the black man and his sermon?
We had a man that used to do that on our college campus.
For real.
Yeah, we'd be like, boy, if you don't go on every week, so
When
no.
I tell you, my mama is so embarrassing. Anytime she see people out doing that, she be like, "Praise God." I'm like, "Mama, they crazy."
Just boo them, boo.
Like, she loved to be like, and then I hate it because it's like making eye contact with a wild animal. The second you give them any type of attention, oh, they gonna come off.
They're like, you want to hear this message? I got it. And I just feel like John Carpenter probably did the music for this.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I think it popped up on screen. And did you know? I think if I remember correctly, his dad was a musician, and I
I
think that's
believe
how
it.
John Carpenter got into doing his scores and stuff.
I believe it. Because he going to give us a good jam
Yeah.
every time.
I feel like are men just born knowing how to do construction? How come every time it's a movie where it's like some down on his luck, like poor guy looking for work, he can always do construction?
You not lying. They always walk into the construction site. I can do siding. You can? You can?
like,
Listen.
like, are y'all just born knowing how to do that? Build, put foundation in and pour concrete? Like,
Yeah. Dang. But Matthew, were you able just to like walk up to like a construction site and just like start working? Or like did you have an apprentice beforehand?
Cause I just want to know, literally in all these movies, anytime it's a man and he needs some work and he down his, he could always go to a construction. And I just be like, how they just know how to do construction?
Yeah. I feel like there should be orientation, a W-2 to fill out something.
Like how you just happen to be poor and need work and you just happen to have the skills to go do construction.
Right. I know roofing. Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Come on in. I don't.
I guess if it's me and you in the movie and we down on our luck and need money, we gonna be standing on the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go swing on a pole.
But if it's a man, he could go to the construction site.
I'm gonna go swing on the pole. That's it. I can go be a server. Why is that never an option?
Well, it's just so funny that they always do this in the movie.
Hmm.
I remember when I was like 19, 20, I used to always be saying, I'm gonna go be a stripper. I'm gonna go work at who. I used to say that all the time. I ain't never did, but I used to say I was gonna do it.
Matthew said same day, no experience. Get out of here. Put me on a
What?
jackhammer. Like you need training for that
Same
too.
day, no experience, put me on the jacket. Now, why do women can't walk the construction site and just get a monthly job then?
I don't want it.
Ain't even got no experience. I don't want it either. But the point is,
Yes, weed. I'm getting on the pole. I've been in some questionable strip clubs. I feel like I could maybe make $20. I don't know.
not $20. That's it.
One little dance. That's all you need.
If I'm down on my luck enough to go to the, no disrespect to strippers, but I need more than $20.
Listen, this ain't got nothing to do with this movie, but I went to the strip club in Montreal. Them girls was not making no money, and they was in America. They probably would have made so much money, but over there, it was slim pickings. I said, "This is terrible." These girls were, and they were like thick, and they were beautiful, and the men were just
Why
not
they wasn't
different.
making no money?
I don't know. And then when they did have to get on stage, they were doing questionable things, and
What?
yeah. But I was $20.
I don't really have experience with strip clubs. I've never had a desire to go, and anytime I went, it's because I was with some man, and I had no choice. I was kidnapped. I was held against my will.
Oh my gosh. I didn't pay attention to this movie. I ain't even watching it. Hold on.
Same, because what they talking about? Is that a harmonica? The music? Oh, yeah.
It is.
They just answered my question. I used to play harmonica when I was a kid.
Like for real?
Yeah, I can't remember who bought me that harmonica. I'm very much a try anything, quit everything kind of person. I played the harmonica, I played the guitar, I was on the track team. I did everything and then I quit.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the homeless man from Wishmaster.
That's the homeless man from every horror movie. All that man do is play a homeless man.
Bless his heart.
You know that Hispanic guy that always play a game banger? That's this white man. He always play a homeless person. Sister girl on film.
Hmm.
Do you see the private chat?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know why they were so against him being in this movie. He barely ain't saying nothing.
I'm mad I've been talking this whole time and I was muted. But I feel like he's fine, but I think somebody better should have been casted though. Like I feel like in his scenes with Keith David, I think Keith David outshines him. Like I don't think he's able to hold his own. And I feel like also it was the age-old thing that studios always do. They want like a name. I'm mad I can't remember everybody they wanted, but they wanted Kurt Russell, they wanted Burt Reynolds. They didn't want this man.
Yeah, I mean, I can
And
see
was
Kurt
he an
Russell.
ex-wrestler at the time, or was he still actively wrestling? Because I don't know.
By 88, I'm sure he was still wrestling.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
I
maybe
think.
he also wasn't much of a name or draw. Because I don't know if he was like currently doing wrestling or not. But I also feel like he's fine, but he's not like a great actor.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It's not like I'm watching the movie like, oh, no one else could have played this role.
Yeah, but being with Keith David, he's a great actor though.
Yeah, and I feel like he just doesn't hold his own next to Keith David at all.
Yeah.
Let me see if he played in any other movies because I don't recall him being in anything else, but I don't know.
Oh, you said he was fired by the WWE for doing this movie? Wow.
Is he Roddy Piper? Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he played in a lot of other movies. Child, he played in over 100 movies up till 2016. I had no
Did he?
idea. Yeah. Nothing I've seen, but and it looked like he went back to wrestling. I see a bunch of WWE credits. Wait, no, maybe it wasn't WWE. Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies, WrestleMania XXX in 2014. Well, I know he couldn't have been wrestling. Do they have commentators for wrestling like they do with the UFC? Maybe he was doing commentation.
Yeah, they
Commentation.
do.
Okay, so that could have been what he was doing. He was on an episode of Cold Case. That's my show. I literally cry on every single episode of Cold Case. Literally.
No, I don't watch stuff like that.
I think, and I haven't finished it because Cold Case is one of those shows, like I said, I literally cry on every episode. So I have to space out my viewings. I've never finished the show because one episode of Cold Case was about a black woman way back in racist time, and she fell in love with a white man. But you know how it was back then. If you was white, you couldn't be in love with no black person because you was a ninja lover, whatever. So to
Mm-hmm.
prove to his buddies that he didn't care about this black lady, him and his friends gang R-worded her. I could not take it. I stopped watching the show after that. Like it was just too much. It was too sad. It's a good ass show, but it's a lot. At least for somebody like me. Like I can't take all that real sad,
Yeah,
heavy
no.
stuff all the time.
No, I can't watch that. It's too realistic.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. And then it's like they be trying to make you cry because what they do is after she solves the case, you see the ghost of the dead person. Like she's look at the ghost and I'll be like, man, y'all really trying to help this home.
That sounds like Quantum
It was
Leap.
sad with
But
that black
okay.
lady, man. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
real
that's
sad with that
terrible.
black. Like it. Oh god, yeah, that episode killed me. That episode killed me. And he was supposed to like take her and her daughter to like some place that was supposed to be okay for black people. I think she was in the South, and they were supposed to go to, I don't know, London, France, or maybe so. I don't know. He was supposed to take them somewhere. And so her daughter like lived her life never knowing the truth about her mother. Like They tried to say
Mm,
that the mom was a prostitute and she just didn't want her child, if I remember everything correctly. So when they finally solved the cold case, the child was able to know, no, her mother was trying to be with her and she was attacked and she wasn't a prostitute or nothing like that.
wow.
Yeah, oh God, I'm so sad.
No. So I don't watch stuff like that at all. Somebody said something in the chat I was gonna respond to. It
What?
was uh oh, I didn't scroll back real far. Somebody said would we have preferred Keith David to be the lead and Roddy Piper to be the co-star. I mean, I feel like that could have been probably a better. I don't know. Honestly, that's actually a good question. Oh, I'm scrolling in my chat. It's in your chat.
What's the name of the person? Because I can't find it.
Um, I don't know who said it. Let me see. It was. I think it's Matthew Wilson. May have said it. Yeah, Matthew Wilson.
I can't find a child, but I would absolutely prefer if Keith David was the lead, because I'm always prefer a black lead in a horror because we don't ever really get it. But also Keith David is massively talented, and no disrespect to the Pied Piper, but his talent ain't on the same level. I feel like he's the one that should have been relegated to like a side character, and Keith David should have had the lead. Even though he has a side character though, his role feels very filled out. Like he is, it don't feel like it's just a little tiny side character. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think that Keith David should have absolutely been the lead. I don't know why he's not a bigger actor. Obviously, he's a very consistently working actor, but he doesn't
Hmm.
have like big lead roles, and I have no idea why because he is so insanely talented. He
Keith
should have
David
been
is.
the lead, even though I love Childs. I love Childs. Childs is my favorite over McCready. He should have been the lead in the thing, and you cannot ever change my mind on that. It absolutely should have been Keith David. I don't care. Shout out to Kurt Russell, but
I've never seen that movie.
get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Get off the line. I feel y'all. I'm a fool. I don't know why I invited her on this platform. Are
I'm sorry.
you serious?
It's on my list of movies to watch though.
You've never seen John Carpenter's The Thing?
No,
We got to
but
do
it's
a
on my
first time.
list.
We got to do the first time watch together. I have to be there when you watch it. I have to be there. That is
It's on my
literally one
list.
of my favorite movies of all time. And my mother saw The Thing in theaters when she was 16. It is her. She talked about it my whole life.
Yeah,
I love
everybody
that
talks about
movie.
how great it is. I just never seen it.
Oh my god. Well, at this point, I'm pretty sure the whole movie done been spoiled for you, right? Oh, good.
No.
Okay, good. Girl,
Mm-mm.
I can. You know what? I'm so disgusted with you. I already be disgusted when you do your first time watches on your channel, and I'm like, she ain't seen that. But now the thing, I done lost all respect for you.
Dang, not the judgment. I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
When
Well,
did I say that?
if you're not subscribed to Sister Girl on Film, just know that over there we are a judgment-free zone. Okay, a night of horror, not so much. A night of
I'm
judgment.
judging. I'm judging.
A night of judgment. That's what it is.
Especially when it comes to movies. Oh, I'm judging you down.
So rude. So nasty. So rude.
So is it one of those movies that you just so happen to have never gotten around to, or you just didn't want to see it?
I just never got around to it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. so much in this movie, like politically, especially the stuff with the homeless camp. Like when they have laws about like loitering and like how it makes no sense. Like these people made a little camp. They're not doing anything to hurt nobody. Why do we need to come in here and beat them down because they are homeless? And like I don't understand. Like it makes no
But
sense.
it's so real though. That's
It
how the
is.
unhoused are treated now.
Like you
Definitely,
gotta beat them down.
it's terrible.
Oh Lord. I feel like if them people want to have them a little camp, and then they like you gotta go destroy the camp and all this stuff. Like, what? Who are they hurting?
Nobody. That's what they doing to them in California now in preparation for the Olympics.
It just don't make no sense. It's sad.
Not with them church hats on. Girl.
It's funny how people are like they don't even want poor people to even freaking exist.
It's terrible.
Like what they supposed to do now? Y'all done knocked the whole like what we supposed to do now?
It's so sad. That's why they trying to criminalize it now.
Right. Why the way he did that kick looks so funny. Like why?
That's
And
why
he got no tight jeans on doing that kick. Like
Kurt Russell couldn't do that. That's why they needed Roddy Rod Piper. They should have had him in his kilt, like he used to wrestle in.
he used to wrestle in the kilt.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
he was one of my favorite rappers, wrestlers. He's a rapper.
He was a rapper.
No,
He looking like sunglasses.
right.
Like, nah, I gotta be something up in here. Ain't that crazy to take something you don't even know what you taking?
And not most people wouldn't even like put them on. They'd be like, "All right, bro."
I love shades. I'd have put them on.
Uh,
Like, at least I left it with something. Like
I would have been
Denzel
mad.
said. My eyes are extremely sensitive to light. I don't see how people go outside with the sun without shades. Like, I can't do it.
I'm one of them people. I hate when the little bridge
Oh,
of my nose be irritated. I hate that.
well, see, I think that's the type of glasses.
Maybe.
Because I wear glasses all day. I'm blind as a bat. And it don't do nothing to my nose. And I cannot go outside without shades. I absolutely cannot. What would you do if you put some shades on and you saw this?
I don't know. I would probably freak out. I wouldn't tell nobody. I'm like, y'all gonna lock me up in the hospital. But the message just about like subliminal messaging is what I really like about this movie.
Yeah, subliminal messaging, conformity, mass control. It's just so many themes threaded throughout this that was just so
Hmm.
good.
And it's crazy because
Consumerism.
yeah, like all this is like social media now.
Yeah. I hate to sound like an old person, but I really feel like I had the last good era of growing up. Like, I don't know how these kids are growing up with social media because they really feel like everybody want to be the same, look the same, have the same. It's literally, this gonna sound so stupid, but it irks my nerves so bad. Anytime I'm on social media, why do girls do the same pose in everybody picture? Like, all the girls pose exactly the same. And when I tell you, it be annoying me so bad. Like, who sent out the manual for all the girls to pose the damn same?
Right. They just take one person to do it.
Like, it's so annoying.
I mean, I guess like in the 80s, we all had the same. They had the same pose, so like the hand on the hip and then the hand on the knee.
Oh Lord, yes. So true.
Oh,
I said, what's your problem? You can't tell me it was different acting in the 80s. Like, they had a different manual. Like, the 80s acting is different. He being so obvious too. Like, damn, bro.
right. Sure, you didn't a light. I don't believe you. You did the pose too with some
I
jelly
hate that he's
beans.
being so obvious. Like, he just keep. And you know what though? Honestly, it's good, but this is actually pretty on the nose and heavy handed. Like we were saying earlier, it's not good if it is. This is actually
Yeah.
pretty heavy handed. Like, the money literally saying this is your God. It's
Hmm.
not subtle.
Yeah. Yeah. But our money do say in God we trust.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Do you know what? My mind is so bad. Remember you asked me to do the live tomorrow, and I was like, I forgot I had an event. Girl, I just
Hmm.
got an alert. I was supposed to go to this speed dating event tonight.
Oh no. And you done
I
forgot.
completely forgot.
You up here on the YouTube.
I bought tickets for it and everything.
Oh no.
I just got an alert. Oh, I completely forgot. My mind is so bad. It's not even funny. Oh well. Guess
Yeah,
what
no.
meant for me to be there.
Right. That just means you got too much stuff on your calendar.
I really feel like I have too much in my brain. I have so many movies, music, actors, musicians, my life, everybody business around me, my business. The books are like I feel like it's like too much in my head. What was that movie where the guy? Well, I can't ask you. You ain't seen nothing, but it's a movie where the
The shade. Oh my God.
it's a movie where
Enough.
the alien like takes over the guy, and while he's in his mind, it's like his mind is these file cabinets. I feel like I got too many file cabinets in my head.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that movie before. I was like, I ain't never
Oh, I
seen that
have.
movie.
Oh, I can't remember. I think
You were
oh
doing
man,
a live.
I could see it in my head, but I can't think of the name. And these aren't like inconspicuous shades. Like these big black dark
Blue
shades.
blockers. You got them blue blockers. How I love these blue blockers. Y'all remember that?
I do not. No, he ain't going in on this lady. This one real effing ugly. Now he telling people that the shades make her look. Well, in his defense, he don't know the stuff he's messing with. Now you done put a target on your back. And I like whoever did the I guess I don't know if you want to call it a creature design, but whoever did the design for how the alien people look with the shades on, I think it's really good. Like it's not too over the top, and it
Yeah.
looks sufficiently creepy. What's funny?
I think I'm a couple seconds ahead of you.
What's your time at?
Mine is 39:44.
Okay, mine 39:42.
No, I was laughing at the police pushing them.
Oh,
Oh, USA Up All Night. Oh, I used to be up all night watching USA Up All Night. And this would definitely be one of the movies playing. See, Kurt Russell couldn't do this.
why you keep? Why Kurt Russell catching strays?
They tried to pick him over my boy Roddy Rod Piper.
Like, did you forget somebody was behind you, bro? Dane C, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. What speed dating? Why he's still here? Nick, you need priorities. Getting that man. This is the right priority. Movie over man. Absolutely my priority.
Not Maine. Maine. Terrence Howard. Period.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I'm all out of bubble gum. He should have been the next big action star.
Not he done turned into a mass murderer.
They ain't real.
They are real. They're just not human.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Nah, that's something I do love is a cheesy one liner.
Listen, all this and a mullet is crazy.
You know, my mama literally didn't like tattletales. When I was a kid, you would get in trouble if you tattled on somebody. Like, it was literally a rule. If they're not putting themselves or somebody else in danger, like if nobody's going to get hurt, you're not allowed to tell on nobody.
Mm-hmm. Same. You get a whooping for telling.
Child, the way that cop took off, he had to tell him twice.
That's the best thing he could have did. This man is
I can't
unhinged.
spoil exactly why. I can't say it to the end because I don't know if this is people's first time watch. But this lady is the worst part of the whole movie for me. Literally.
Mm-hmm. And Cut Up Crew, we just saw her in Stepfather 2 that we just watched. I forget her name, but her and these ice blue eyes.
And I feel like this ain't make no sense. I'm not taking a hostage. Just give me your keys and I'm gonna pull off with the car. I don't need you to drive. I could drive. I don't know why he even dragged her along.
What's an 80s movie without a possible love interest, though? Meg Foster? Thank you. That's a
I
very
be
easy
feeling
name to
like
remember.
Meg Foster. I be feeling like what did Samuel Jackson say in Triple X is always a girl. Like it literally irks me because there's always a fucking girl. There's always a love interest, and it's so annoying. Have you seen Hellraiser?
Years ago.
Do you know the stepmom that was helping Frank bringing him all the men?
I remember her. I don't remember her face.
Dang it. Okay, because see, that was the point I was trying to make. This actress and the actress that played the stepmom in Hellraiser, I feel like they just look evil. Like they just have evil features to me. Like, is that crazy? Like something about them just looks sinister.
I think it's her eyes.
Like, is that it? Like, so I feel like looking at her, she just looks sinister.
Yeah, her eyes. I've never seen anybody with eyes that blue ever in my life. Maybe because she has red hair, but Brian, you showing your age right now. Not Eva Lynn from Masters of the Universe.
Like, why are we even talking to this late? Like, I can tell he don't know how you supposed to do with the hostage. She ain't tied up. He all loosey goosey. His guard is down. Keep closing his eyes, leaning like.
Well, is she supposed to be a hostage or?
He took her against her will. Ain't that a hostage?
I mean, is it or forced accomplice?
Either way, you don't let your guard down.
There could have been an edit here somewhere.
He being such an idiot. I'm sorry. Are you letting your hostage go get a whole bottle of wine, leave your site?
That's because she's not his hostage.
This man ain't got the sense God gave a duck.
He needed a pal.
You don't know her, bruh.
We never know any of our friends until we really meet them.
You know what? Like, we have to get philosophical. We can't trust this lady.
Everybody's a stranger until we meet.
And like somebody just snatched you up at the parking garage and you in the mood to sip champagne.
That's because she knew she was capable of that.
This is why he was an idiot. But babe, I'm not messing up my window that I have to pay for. He's so stupid.
I would be concerned that I was able to do that so easily.
I really don't like this lady. Like, I don't like the actress. I don't like how she talks. Something about her just looks sinister.
I'm concerned about how he was able to get up from a fall of that magnitude.
Through a plate glass window.
Yeah.
Like, why she talking real wispy? Like, why she talking like that?
She's seductive.
Why is she? This ain't a seductive moment. You on the phone, lady.
She was our live action Jessica Rabbit. Is that all he got? A little speckle of blood on his cheek?
And now he got the shades because he was a big dummy because he just saw a attractive white woman and lost his mind.
No, Miriam, you're right. I agree. Kurt wouldn't have been able to do that.
Why why Goldie Hawn partner keep catching strays?
Miriam gets it. He wouldn't be able to handle it.
No stunt double was required for the Pied Piper.
Mm-mm. He do this for a living.
I feel like he basically naked without them shades. Like you don't know who really a human.
Keith David could be in a movie where he played Mekhi Phifer daddy.
Where that come from?
They look alike. Think about Mekhi Phifer and then look at Keith David. His daddy, or at least his uncle.
They could. Is that him on the TV?
It is. His acting headshot.
Yeah, his whole face should be sliced up for real. Like you went through your body broke the glass. It ain't just the toss and the fall. You went through glass.
A broken limb or something.
Sprained ankle.
Oh, did they play in a movie together already? I've never seen Clockers Week. Don't
Oh
judge me.
yeah, Clockers. I hated that movie. I saw it for like 20 minutes and I cut it off. It made me feel real uncomfortable. It was like a dead body on the ground that was a black person. I think Harvey Keitel was a cop, though. It was like real racist. Like the man dead. Like the way they was talking with the black man. I don't know. It made me feel uncomfortable and I cut it off. This was years and years and years ago.
Yeah, I think that's why I never saw it. It was too heavy. It seemed too heavy. Yeah, go ahead and ruin the black man's job because I'm sure he gonna get fired when he get back to the place and they see ain't no damn trash back there.
This is that really long scene we were talking about. Finna come up. Ain't that funny though to punch somebody in the face just because they told you to put some shades on? Like he literally just said, "Bro, put these shades on," and he
No, I'm
clocked
good.
him.
I'm good.
Has a fight ever started over something so dumb? Like I can't recall a fight starting over something. He wanted you to put shades on, and it turned into a whole brawl.
A whole brawl.
Oh yeah, and if I remember more of the commentary correctly, they did like you know how they choreograph fights in movies. But I
Yeah.
think either John Carpenter or Keith David felt like it didn't look authentic. So Keith David and the Pied Piper guy choreographed their own fight. Like they did all of this themselves.
Oh,
They didn't like whatever the actual fight choreographer person did.
that's interesting.
Because they felt like it was supposed to be a street fight. So you don't want a street fight to be too where it feels real choreographed. So I guess the way the person did it, it felt too choreographed. Not you help me up just to knock me back down. That's slow down. And not you go for that man family jewels. Ain't that a sucker punch? Like
Ain't no such thing in fighting.
anything goes.
Anything goes. No holds barred.
That remind me, you saw that movie The Hunt that came out a few years ago.
Hmm.
When the two women fighting at the end, and she's like, "You gotta get a gun now, bitch. That's cheating." I guess she on your type of time. She say anything goes.
Ain't no rules in fighting, child. So when I watched this last time, it was when Tony Baker, the comedian, when he used to do his lives on Instagram. And while we were watching it, Keith David actually got in the chat and was in the chat talking, like
That
answering
is
questions
so
in the chat.
cool.
Silver tongue. Everybody put, I
I
mean, silver throat.
was gonna say, no, wait a minute now.
Silver throat. Silver throat. I don't think that's any better, but
Do you need to go to the speed dating?
right. Maybe I need to go. Silver throat, silver tongue in here. Crazy.
The way I was like, you said, I'm like, wait, what kind of live is this?
Listen, who was that?
That's cool though. I like Keith David. And he does seem well, he comes across as one of those actors that seem real cool and down to earth. I like him.
Yeah. He give favorite uncle vibes. Now, after all them knees to the groin, there's no way anybody's getting up. I'm not a man, so I don't know how that would feel, but I would imagine.
I've always wondered, does it really hurt men that bad to kick them between it? Like, is it really that dramatic like they make it out to be? I don't think it is. But hey, what do I know?
I'm trying to think. I feel like a guy told me it feels like somebody like punching you like where you like lose your breath. I heard that that's how it feels. I've
That
had
ain't
that
that
happen
bad.
before. I don't know. Where like you lose your breath. I've had that happen before. That
Like
hurts.
getting a wind knocked out of you,
Thank
that
you.
that still don't sound as melodramatic as they make it out to be. Like I feel like you kick anybody in their private area, it's gonna hurt. I don't know why it's made to be so melodramatic with men. But hey, like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know how that feels.
I don't know what
Not
the woman
he
equivalent
told
would be.
asked him to put shades on. He put the shades on his chest and said "F you." Like, well, how do you get in a fight because somebody wants you to put some damn shades on your face?
Right, because literally all you had to do was just be like, "Give me the
Like,
glasses."
just put them on, bro. You see the back of Keith David head? That's some good consistency. They got
Uh-uh.
oh shoot, you missed the back of his head like it was skinned. You know how you skin your knee? That was good
Oh,
consistency because if you're bald and you fighting like this, your head would get scraped on that concrete.
yeah. Now, why he got more damage now than he did when he fell out that damn window, though?
Because the window versus a black man, two different things.
You see me in a bear in the forest, help the bear, I guess.
Now we done beat each other down and we gotta fight them. Like I said, I don't have the cojones. I could be wrong. I just feel like I don't think it's that dramatic. But hey, maybe it is. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. I ain't never experienced it. I just feel like in movies they make it seem melodramatic, like the guy fall out below. But in real life, I've seen that happen, and the man don't be like they do in the movie. That's why I said I don't know if it's that dramatic, but
I
I don't
can
know.
say that I've kicked several boys in the
Girl,
penis
what's the
and in my
big doing,
youth. Oh,
Xeno?
I used to fight boys all the time,
Xeno
and that was
Warrior
always
Princess.
that was my go-to. I would kick them in they little ding ding, and they would hit their knees. That was my finisher move. That was my finisher every time. Kick them right in the thing.
Well,
And I
maybe
had
the
one.
guy I saw get kicked. Maybe he got kicked in the inner thigh. Maybe the girl missed. She ain't aim right because he didn't fall out
Yeah,
like they do on TV.
yeah. One boy messed me up because he blocked my kick, and I said, "Oh, we really about to fight now." He beat me up. He beat me up. I got beat up by a boy.
I did not
Yeah.
know you was thug life like that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I
I was
have
fighting
never
boys.
been in a fight with a boy in my whole life. Now I done hit a
Mm.
few men, but I ain't never been in no fight.
Mhm. Tussling. That was me, honey. Now in my adult age, I don't even argue with men, but in my youth, oh yeah, I would fight.
That's like a pet peeve of mine. Like I feel like that's so lowbrow for a man to argue with a woman. Obviously, like a regular old, um, like a regular disagreement, like whatever. But I mean, like arguing, like yelling, being aggressive, like no,
Yeah.
like a normal disagreement, like a rational adult. Yeah, of course. Like they is beat down, and we ain't even fought the enemy yet.
All because you didn't want to put them glasses on.
He act like he told him to do something crazy.
But low key, you really can't tell black folks to do something and just expect us just to comply. Put glasses on. You better go to hell.
You know what, you right, because I am just that stubborn. I don't care what you told me to put on. I'll just be like, bro, I came here to give you your week's pay, and that's it.
F you in them glasses. We not for it.
Of course, y'all not the only ones who can see. Who made the glasses?
Right.
That white boy face is effed up. You right. Going through that plate glass window, he literally had a dot of blood.
Like they literally had like a dropper and was like, stay still, stay still.
So we not homeless no more. I thought the white boy was homeless. Oh, this must be the black guy place.
Oh yeah, he got a steady job at the construction site.
Oh yeah, he said he got a wife and child.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy from the church. I feel like Keith David put them shades on a little too late. You let him walk a little too close before you put them shades on. We gotta wear shades at night. Would you date a man with a beard that long?
No.
Your facial expression look disgusted.
The last guy I dated had like a really full beard. It wasn't like that, but it was
I
just
don't
a
like
lot.
any facial hair at all, point blank, period. I feel like facial hair is like wearing a hat. Like, you know how men look completely different if they got a hat on? I don't know
Hmm.
how you look for real if you got facial hair. Like, if you get facial hair after I meet you, okay, cool. But I can't meet you with facial hair because I'm just going to think you ugly.
I don't mind facial hair. I can take it or leave it as long as
I
it's
feel like men be
maintained.
catfishing. Men be catfishing with facial hair because they will look so different when they shave it's like Neo with that hat. Like you will look completely like I look at you like what you hiding with the facial hair, bro? Let me see your face. Show me the cheeks. Okay, yeah, now the contacts is better. I forgot about the contacts. So you
Yeah,
don't
a light.
look so
It
obvious.
is makeup for men for sure. Facial hair layers.
See, like you get it. That's what I'm saying. I can't meet a guy with facial hair because I'm immediately just like, nope, bye, leave me alone.
He says it's their natural contour.
Good old American capitalism. I feel like white people be looking so weird when like they got head, like a mustache, but you can't see a lip. It's just a mustache and a bottom
No,
lip. Like this guy on that TV look crazy. Like he ain't
I
got
didn't
no
even
top
notice
lip.
that. He like a cartoon character.
He do. I feel like the first thing I notice on somebody's face if they ain't got no lips, because I feel like it's the weirdest feature ever. Like why you ain't got no lips, man?
I know some people don't have eyebrows.
Oh my. Okay, never mind. I can't say that. I was about to talk about somebody I know, but I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't
I'm
do
on
it.
the internet.
Type it in the private chat.
Yeah, you know how somebody say something and just make something pop in your head, so you be about to say
They do sell lace front beards, which is
what?
I mean,
Lace.
if women can do it, I
Look,
guess men can do it too.
do whatever make you happy, but you ain't finna have your lace in my bed. And it don't even be matching. Like it be looking crazy.
That's the worst. They got stencils now. You should be able to line them up.
And she did it on purpose. Since like the 90s, she shaves them and she draws them on.
Oh
It
no.
look crazy. Now what the hell she doing here? How she just so happen to be here when she didn't believe you
Right.
earlier, bro? She kicked you through a plate glass window.
Right. Why are you looking at her longingly? She tried to kill you. As far as she knew, she did kill you.
Exactly. The devil is a white woman with blue eyes. He just falling for anything. I swear, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been my great grandma used to say, all it takes is a woman to lead a man to hell. Like he just being an idiot. And she ain't even that fine if you ask me. Like objectively.
Right. She ain't even throw him none. He acting crazy. Oh,
Dang man. The way people get shot and fall, the little extras, it'd be so funny.
I mean, realistically, all them police officers, everybody should have been dead. They all got machine guns. Nobody should be alive right now.
But that don't mean they're a good shot though.
True.
Not he got shot before he could throw the grenade. Why did we have to pick that white woman up off the ground when she ain't hurt? Why did they have to pick her up off the ground?
She's a damsel.
Like, bitch, get up. See how she just standing there? I can't with this lady. I cannot. Yo, they are everywhere. This was a plan. This was a tactical plan. See, why they get shot like that?
Now, why he shooting that gun like that with one hand? He said it
He
hit
think
him.
he Rambo.
It hit him.
Why is he obsessed with I gotta find her, I gotta see if she all right? You don't know her. Girl, I wouldn't be looking for you. I'm definitely
He
not looking
probably
for a stranger.
he probably smelled her seat when she got out the car, and now he like, I got to get that.
You know what?
I got to get that.
Like we really risking life and limb for a random woman that drop kicked us like Van Damme little sister out the damn window.
She tried to kill him. You remember the last time you tried to make him do something he didn't want to do? He beat your ass in that alley.
Just be going too far.
That's only a reasonable explanation. Now, how long ago was it that they got in a fight in that alley?
Because his face healed up.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, they
Both
weren't
of
very,
them.
because he had a whole black eye, swollen face. And is that skin still ripped off the back of Keith David
No,
head?
they are healed.
Yeah,
They
we
are.
weren't, we didn't have the person on set to keep the consistency. I'm mad they just walking in the middle of the room. Ain't trying to be hidden or nothing.
The jig is up.
Why are they just standing in the middle of this room? Like, I'm so confused. It's gonna always be a traitor. It's gonna always be a traitor. It's gonna always be somebody working with the enemy for what they can get and come up off on. Like, is
It's
it worth
very.
selling out the human race for some champagne and a suit?
I mean, it's just like the Matrix when he sold them out for some steak.
When I
Well
tell
done,
you,
steak.
and fake steak that just programmed into your head how the steak supposed to taste. I always thought that was so sad when he would trade them and go to unplug them, and that lady be like, "Not like this."
I said the way I say that all
No.
the time. Not like this.
I literally say that all like I quote that all the time because that
Not
was
like
just so.
this.
That lady said, "I'm supposed to die fighting."
Right. He said snatched her right on out. Unplug.
I hate that though. I always say when I watch, you know how you watch movies and you be thinking like if that was me. I always say even if I have to die, I at least want a chance to fight for my life. Like even if I'm not gonna win, I at least want to fight for my life. Like him unplugging her, I just always thought that was just so messed up. Like
Right.
she didn't even have a chance. Like you just unplugged me.
Cold blooded.
And for you to sell out when you know the truth, like you know the truth, you've been exposed, like you know you want to be plugged in. But
Yeah.
I
He
get
said
it because that slop they was eating was not the business, but
yeah, he
still.
said lie to me. Lie to me. I don't believe it. Believe it or not, you're still gonna burn. I love the Matrix. I
Me
love the
too.
Matrix.
I
I
swear
don't
my
believe
favorite part
this.
of it's so many like great lines. But yeah, that's one of my favorite. And I like how he spit after he do it.
Listen, he killed his brother. Oh, the Matrix
You
is
be knowing
good.
it's real when they gotta spit at the person after they dead.
Right. The ultimate disrespect.
inconsistencies, like his face being healed from that fight, like because that was literally probably 24 hours ago. Like when movies have inconsistencies like that, does that really bother you, or like it's not a big deal?
Oh yeah, I call out continuity errors all the time on my channel. I
Yeah,
hate it
I feel like
because I
for me
feel like
it depends. Like I'll notice it, but sometimes I enjoy the movie so much I just be like whatever. But other times it'll be like a big issue for me in the in the movie.
yeah, I mean, there's somebody that's somebody's whole job.
Yeah. Or at least it's because I'm like, and that's what I always be thinking when stuff like that happens. Like they don't have somebody on the set who's supposed to like in between takes make sure like the scar is in the right place or the blood
Mhm.
splatter is like it ain't nobody on set that's supposed to do that.
That's a whole job. So
Like I've seen them cut scenes, and you ever see a scene cut and literally their shoes are different or their hair is different or something? I be like,
Tyler Perry,
what in the world?
he get on my nerves.
I remember one thing me and my mama used to call out when I was a kid. They don't really do this anymore, but in older horror movies, you will see a woman running. She have heels on, and then you see like the little low white sneakers. Like how her shoes change in between the takes.
I never noticed that. Now I'm gonna be looking for it.
They did it all the time in the older horror movies. Like I get it. Everybody ain't Beyonce and can dance and do a two-step and run in heels, but come on, just don't show her ankles then. Like
Right.
cut it off at
Edit.
the
Pan the camera up, please. I do like this movie. I have been enjoying it.
Yeah, I think this is a classic. I love this movie. Well, I guess I won't say I love. I like this movie. I be jumping out the window all the time. Like I be being very exact. I don't love it. I like it though. I like this movie.
It is entertaining. No, ain't like Tyler Perry ain't hiring nobody to do nothing. But y'all know how I feel about Tylarious, Daquan, Nathaniel Perry.
When you had text me that, I'm like, who? Who is that?
Tylarious.
What if Tyler Perry? Next thing you know, you get an email and he be like, I saw everything you said. I got a new
Good.
movie coming, and I think I want you to come see it, come to the premiere because I finally got it right. Would
I
you
will
go?
go and be just like this in the front row. Arms folded. It better be good.
Not a threat. It better be good. He getting on my nerve about this blue-eyed devil.
This blue eye devil.
Like he don't even know this lady. Why he had to touch her hand to say thank you?
He's a gentleman.
I think that's the opposite of being a gentleman, baby. Don't touch me. You
He
don't
want
know that
he's
lady. That's too touchy feely. Why they keep kneeling to shoot? Like, why they keep squatting down to shoot? Am I missing something?
Shoot. Should have shot her
Do you see
anyway.
how he just screamed her name? Like, he screamed her name like that's his true love. Like, he screamed her name real passionately when she turned that corner. It's just so, like, this is such a sore thumb in a movie for me. Like, I could see if this was one of those movies where, like, he been fighting and surviving side by side with her for the whole movie, but he ain't even been top down with her like that. I don't understand this passion he got for this lady. Like, it's irking me.
It is definitely a shoehorn relationship.
Like, did you see how passionately he screamed her name? Now, see, this was the, now I could say it because it's not a spoiler no more. That's one of my biggest issues with her character. I hate that black dude got taken out like that. I hate it. He didn't get a chance to fight or nothing. She snuck from behind him, and it's all the white boy fault. Because he was gung ho about this lady. Oh, that pissed me off so bad. That pissed me off so
I
bad.
am taken aback.
Very. Girl, the way I about fell out the first time I saw this movie and that happened.
Like I said, I only seen this one other time. I didn't remember that part.
This made me so mad. This is also the other spoiler that I didn't want to give. This is my other biggest issue. I feel like it was extremely obvious that she was a bad guy the whole movie. Like, that was just so obvious. I don't know what kind of twist they thought this was.
Right.
And like you said, it's so forced that he was so attached to this lady.
And now he heartbroken.
Which don't make no damn sense. Because look at him with the little puppy dog eyes. And we especially should have been weary after the homeless guy and we discovered that it's humans working with them. And a black guy had to die because of his damn hard on he had for this white lady. That's really my biggest issue with the movie. I feel like it would have been more of a twist if Keith David was working for them. It was just way too obvious that it was that lady.
Right. Right. Or if we had just established they actually had a relationship.
Right. But for him to be so enthralled with that, and you just knew she was evil. Like, it just always irked me so bad. Well, we accomplished the mission. We destroyed the satellite thingy.
He just in there like,
Oh, they having sex with one of the aliens. Oh. Oh.
what's
Oh. Can
wrong,
you?
baby?
Oh. Well, that was fun.
It was. It was. This is a fun movie. 1,000%.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What would you give this out of 5 stars?
Mm, I would probably give They Live like a 4 out of 5. Just
Oh
because I think
wow,
it's
higher than me. I would say like a 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. I just feel
was
like
really well done.
everything with that lady character, I just really that oh god, that ruins it for me so much.
Yeah, but I think, well, I agree. I would say because she's such a small part, but then it's true they really do make it like surprise at the end. But I think I can overlook that because of the message of it and the creativity.
Yeah,
And I do feel like, even though Roddy Piper wasn't the best actor,
not at
him and
all.
Keith David had pretty decent chemistry, and it's just fun to watch. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah, I definitely love the messaging. I think everything looks good. And it's one of those movies where I would normally be like, oh, it's just too, like I said, it's not subtle at all in no way. But I actually think that works here. Like, I like how it says, like, marry, procreate, the money saying this is your God. Like, I like how it's just in your face, very blatant. But oh God, the stuff with that lady just annoyed me. Like, I can't stand that lady. I can't stand that lady. Her little wispy talking in the movie, her evil ass face. It was so obvious that she was a double. Like, in the way, like the passion in his voice when she turned the corner and he yelled her name. I can't. It's not like this is Terminator and he been staring at her picture and falling in love with her for the last 20 years because the son gave him the picture. You just met this lady in the parking garage 48 hours ago. You spent what, a few hours with her before she drop kicked your ass out the window, and then she pops up at a meeting and you got stars in your eyes.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. That part is definitely a huge plot hole. Maybe there was like some deleted commentary, where maybe
Building a
perhaps
relationship with them, maybe it was.
Miriam, please. I Chaos' stepdaddy could never and couldn't. We don't even put them in the same sentence no more. Roddy Piper and Kurt Russell, I think not.
You know what? Kurt Russell be in every damn thing. When I think about
I
it,
love
every
him.
time I turn around, he done playing in everything. I'm actually not much of a Kurt Russell fan. Like, I'm really
I
not.
love him.
I'm
I
not. He for
do.
me, he's just he gives me mediocre white. Like, I feel like anybody could replace him in a movie. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not on the train for Kurt Russell. Like, he's fine. He's talented. He show up in every damn thing just about that I be watching. I'm like, damn, Kurt Russell in this too. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's crazy. I was thinking like, and rest in peace, but Roddy Piper, Kurt Russell, Patrick Swayze. They're all
Now
the
I
same
like
person.
Patrick Swayze.
They're all the same person, but just like different fonts.
No, there is no way you saying Patrick Swayze and Kurt Russell. No, I put Patrick Swayze over Kurt. Patrick Swayze has a charisma for me that Kurt Russell doesn't have. Like, I like Patrick Swayze. I just like him. I don't get that with Kurt Russell. With Kurt Russell, I'm like, I could take it or leave it. I can take it
I
or leave it with
like
Kurt Russell.
Kurt.
I
I
don't.
don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know, but then again, also, you're not a huge fan of like '80s movies, and I love the '80s, and so Kurt Russell was like that dude in the '80s, and
But
so maybe
he
that's what it is.
showed
I
up
just
in
like him.
everything in the '90s and in the millennium too.
What he
And
been
he
in?
plays in a lot of stuff I like. It's a recent movie, Bone Tomahawk. He playing there. Love that movie. The Thing. He plays in a lot of stuff that I like. A lot of movies in the '90s that I like. Kurt Russell's in. I just like Kurt Russell is one of those actors. I don't not like him. Like, I actively don't like Guy Pearce. I hate Guy Pearce. Cannot stand him. I don't not like Kurt Russell. I just feel like he's a take it or leave it type of actor. Like, I'm not crazy about him. Not excited when I see him. I can just take it or leave it. I don't see the Kurt Russell hype. I don't know why he was the it guy. Like, I don't. And like, what was that movie where he played? What was his name? Snake or something? Where all the
Escape from New
criminals.
York.
Yeah, I just feel like put somebody else in that role. I don't know. I just be feeling like I could take or leave Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Brian, call her out. You don't like Kurt, but you love the thing.
Is Kurt Russell a one man show in that movie?
Oh,
Like, yes, I love, and I just said he plays in. It's a lot of movies I love that includes Kurt Russell. I don't actively not like him. He's just not my favorite actor. Like, I could take him or leave him. Like, I love Ray Liotta. I love Bruce Willis. I don't love Kurt Russell. I can take him or leave him. But he picks great. I don't know if it's him, his agent. He has a great catalog. He picks great projects. I just find him to be mediocre. Like, you know how you have those actors that are really hyped and you just don't get the hype? I just don't get the hype with Kurt Russell. I don't.
I'm trying to think. Who do I feel like is overhyped? I'm sure there's somebody.
Like, I don't get the Brad Pitt hype.
Like physically or like his acting?
Neither. I don't neither. The only role that I really love Brad Pitt in is 12 Monkeys. That's it. Like I thought he was really good in 12 Monkeys. Outside of that, I don't get the hype.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I'm just like, nah. Right now for me it's Aaron Pierre. I can't lie. Everybody
Oh, I
thinks
feel the same. I feel the same.
everybody's like,
Everybody falling
what?
out over him. Yeah, I don't get it. And I hated that movie he just did. What was that movie he just did last year where he go to that small town? Did you see it?
Something Ridge, River Ridge,
Yeah, Rebel
Rebel
Ridge.
Ridge.
Oh, I hated that
Yeah.
movie.
It
Oh
was
my god.
the pacing was terrible in that movie. The
Awful.
pacing was
Awful.
so bad. I hate when movies start out really strong and then they just kind of like coast. And that's what that movie did. And in the ending, I was just like, "Child, I'm about to fall asleep. What is this?"
Oh, I was about to really fall asleep. And I feel like, was it just me or was the marketing not good? Because why did I think it was gonna be a movie kind of like Jack Reacher? Because I was like, but he ain't do nothing the whole damn movie. I was like, I thought this was gonna be like a Jack Reacher type of thing. Like, what the heck? It was so boring. He didn't do anything. And I feel like the movie was easy to like, it was predictable. I was just very let down. And I don't find him
Mhm.
to be that fine. Like on either front. I don't get the hype with Aaron
Yeah.
Pierre. I'm glad you feel the
Yeah.
same way.
Don't do what, Matthew Wilson? What did I do? What I said about Aaron Pierre?
Tombstone is a masterpiece. And I don't even like westerns. That movie is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. But like I said, he picks great movies. I don't know if it's him or his agent. He has a great catalog. I just don't get the hype with him personally. I think there's dozens of other actors way more talented than Kurt Russell. Way more charisma. That's just my personal opinion.
I don't
I
know.
don't
Now I
get it.
gotta go down the Kurt Russell rabbit hole because I feel like I enjoy. Or maybe it's not that I am like completely like blown away by him, but I feel like he does a good enough job. I think he's fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think he does a good enough job too. But good enough and how hyped he is two completely different things.
You think? Why you think he hyped?
Kurt Russell is like one of the most famous actors of all time. That is definitely a lot of hype around Kurt Russell. He gets cast for every damn thing. I don't know if he still does. I can't remember the last time I saw him in something new. It's not on the tip of my brain. But Kurt Russell was like the it guy. Like he has so many starring roles every time you turn around. He's definitely one of the most famous actors, period. And
I
isn't he one of those actors that's been acting since he was like a kid? Am I mixing him up? Isn't that Kurt Russell who's been acting since he was like a child?
mean, he might have been a good actor. I don't know. I know he been acting for a long time. I know that
Yeah, I feel
much.
like he's been
But
acting since, if not a kid, like a young teen or something like that. But
probably,
do you
yeah.
have like those actors that are really famous, but you just don't, for whatever reason? Like, and I don't know these people. They could be Kurt Russell could be the greatest person in the world. I'm just speaking from the viewpoint of the audience. Like, you know how you have those actors that you just don't like? Do you have any actors that, even though they're really successful, you just don't like them?
Um, Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, I don't
Uh,
like her either.
I used to like her, and then I just she's not my cup of tea. Um, Let me see anybody else. Oh gosh, somebody said Tyler Perry, but I'm biased. Um, who is it? Somebody. Ryan Reynolds. I like him
Oh,
as Deadpool. I like him as that specifically, but anything outside of that, he kind of plays the same character and everything. And I don't feel like his acting style needs to be applied to everything. So maybe
girl, when I
him.
tell you I can't stand Ryan Reynolds. First of all, I credit him for ruining the Blade franchise. Okay, that's number one. That's where my hate started because Blade 3 was a mess and it was all Ryan Reynolds' fault. I don't care. I'm blaming that white man. Like, I don't care. I'm putting it on Ryan Reynolds. And also, now I will say I don't have a problem with the actor who plays the same character. I feel like Will Smith plays the same Will Smith character in basically all his movies. Mark Wahlberg plays the same Mark Wahlberg character in all his movies. It's a lot of people, and for me, if I enjoy that character, I'm fine with it. So yes, he definitely plays the same character in that movie. But I also do not like his humor. I find him to be obnoxious. I find him to be annoying. I just cannot stand Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, like even in that movie with him and Denzel, he was playing like that Ryan Reynolds kind of like quirky
Ugh,
type of
Safe
character.
House.
Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
I just really don't
I'm
like
not a
Ryan Reynolds.
not a
I really
fan.
feel like the only Ryan Reynolds movie that, and I can't stand him, but the only Ryan Reynolds movie I really, really like. I can't think of the name. Have you seen a movie with Ryan Reynolds? Derek Luke plays in it. And I wish Derek Luke would have played the lead instead of Ryan Reynolds. There's a movie where I think it's Ben Kingsley is dying. So he takes a man, kills him, and takes his body. The body he takes is Ryan Reynolds. So, like, if I'm old and dying, I could take your body, kill you, and I live in your young, youthful body. Damn it,
Oh
what is this movie
wow,
called?
I never heard of that one.
Derek Luke played. I love this movie. It's a really good movie, and I'm so mad Ryan Reynolds is the lead. I wish it was Derek Luke, but this is the only movie he's ever played in that I really, really like. I just really do not like him. He is so
Derek Luke,
annoying.
like Save the Last Dance. Derek Luke.
Girl, that Sean Patrick will that Sean Patrick was in Say the Last Dance. Derek Luke was in the I'm Still Standing. I'm Still Strong. What's the movie that
Oh,
Denzel?
Antoine Fisher.
Yes, that's
Okay.
Derek Luke. Derek Luke is Antoine Fisher. You thinking of Sean? I think his name is Sean William Scott. Sean something like that from Say the Last Dance. It's like Sean William Scott, something like that.
You right. You
Damn,
right.
Ryan Reynolds done played in a lot of movies. God damn it! What is this movie? Because this is gonna
Yes.
bug me, and it's a really good movie. Oh, I forgot. It's another Ryan Reynolds movie I like called Life, but he has a small role in that. I forgot about that. Selfless. That's what it's called. It's called Selfless.
Mm.
A dying real estate mogul transfers his consciousness into a healthy young body, but soon finds that neither the procedure nor the company that performed it are quite what they seem. It's really good.
Hmm.
I don't like Ryan Reynolds. Oh, I
I've
can't
never
stand him.
seen that one. Who else is Matt Damon is another one.
Oh no, no Matt Damon slander shall prosper.
He another one.
So if you don't like Matt Damon, do you not like Ben Affleck?
It's not that let me not say that I don't like them. It's just that I don't see the hype behind it. I haven't seen a performance from either of them where I'm like, and there it is. I get it now.
Really?
Or maybe I just
I love now I was late to the Matt Damon train. I have always loved I just said his name and I done forgot it. Ben Affleck. I've loved Ben Affleck since the 90s. Phantoms, Reindeer Games. I love Ben Affleck. Love him down.
did you ever get your Dogma DVD? I'm sorry, that was way off, but Ben Affleck.
Oh, no, I didn't. And Matt Damon, though, I feel like Matt Damon just never chose movies that I care about. But I got into him later. Like I really love Elysium. Like I like Matt Damon. I love Ben Affleck, but I like Matt Damon. But Matt Damon just doesn't really pick projects that appeal to an audience like me. Like I don't know his movies. Ben Affleck has more of a catalog that I'm there for, that I pull up for. Not so much Matt Damon. Only thing I can think of off the top of my head with Matt Damon is Elysium. I just watched the Born Ultimatum movies for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really blown away with Matt Damon, but I like Matt Damon.
Yeah. Johnny Depp. I think Johnny Depp is I like him as an actor. I feel like he has range. And I like actors that have range. That's what I
I
like.
don't like Johnny Depp.
You know, I like him.
I
He's
don't get the
quirky.
hype. Again, he just doesn't have a catalog for me.
Mm.
And again, I don't know these people. When I say don't like, I'm just speaking as the audience. Like when it comes to people on your screen. Yeah, Johnny Depp doesn't really. I can only think of one movie off the top of my head that I really like with Johnny Depp. It's an old movie. I think like the late '90s called In Time, where Christopher Walken kidnaps his child to make him like kill somebody or something. I really
Mm-hmm.
like that movie. But yeah, Johnny Depp isn't my cup of tea. I really can't think of anything that I like with Johnny Depp at all. What was that movie where he played the pirate, the Edward Scissorhands? None of that stuff is that stuff isn't my ministry. It's not for me.
Not that he played the pirate. Pirates of the
Yeah, I
Caribbean.
couldn't think of the name.
It's
But I
like
know that was like a big franchise in his career.
yeah. What's that? Jonah Hill. He's not funny. Same with Seth Rogen. Yeah, they have a very particular like style of humor. I agree. It's not my thing at all. I
Yeah,
thought
I
everything
don't
was
actively like Seth Rogen or Jonah Hill, but I don't actively not like them. I love Superbad though. Oh my god, I love Superbad. I love that movie down. Okay, but I don't really. They're not people I care about. I can't really think of anything with them that I really like. I also do you like Uma Thurman?
yeah, yeah. I had to think about it. I Kill Bill. I had to think about Kill Bill. I do like her, but I haven't seen a whole lot of her stuff to be like that's my girl. But I did enjoy her in Kill Bill for sure.
Girl, when I tell you I can't stand Uma Thurman. I really wish Vivica A. Fox would have been the bride in Kill Bill. I love Kill Bill. I really do not like. I feel like for me personally, if I'm the casting agent, I just feel like Vivica A. Fox embodies so much more for me. What I would want the bride, like I feel like she should have been cast as the bride, like hands down. But I know that it was a passion project. First of all, it was Uma Thurman's idea that she took to Quentin Tarantino after they did Pulp Fiction. So it was her idea.
Oh.
But I just really don't like Uma Thurman. And it's actually a movie with Ben Affleck that I really like, where he like goes back in time, loses his memory, goes back in time, and has to like do some stuff. She plays his girlfriend. Oh god, I don't like Uma Thurman. I don't like Uma Thurman. Okay, let me get off the white people. What's some non-white actors that I really don't like? Do you like Rosario Dawson?
I do. I do. I had to think about some of the roles I've seen her in. I do. I do. Now I don't like when she did the whole Nina Simone thing
Wait, hold on. I know she ain't played Nina Simone.
in blackface.
Are you? I had no idea. Are you kidding? Because the
Think I
second you
was
said
Rosario
that,
Dawson?
the first thing I thought was, how is she playing? Like, are you kidding? And I see that I never knew.
Think
I
I was
have just
Rosario?
never been a fan. Oh, you know what? I think you're thinking of no. You're thinking of what's the girl from Avatar? That's who played Nina Simone in blackface.
Oh yeah. Wait, those are two different people. Rosario
Yes, that's
Dawson.
Rosario
No.
Dawson is the light skinned
Yes.
blackish mixed race actress.
Yeah, yeah. Zoe
And
Saldana.
Zoe
That's her name.
Saldana, yeah. Now Zoe
Yeah, I think they
Saldana, I
like.
think she's like Hispanic and black or something, but she looks she has more color to her than
Yes,
Rosario
yes.
Dawson.
So wrong girl. So Rosario Dawson. Okay, now let me rethink my brain then. Um, I still like her. I
Daredevil.
still like her. There's been a couple
Okay.
of movies that I've watched and I'll be like, Rosario Dawson would have been good in this. I do like her.
Rosario Dawson is one of those actresses I never liked. Like I actively do not like her, but I feel like over recent years she's grown on me a lot more. Like I don't like her, but I don't not like her now. Like she's fine, and I think it was around like Daredevil era
Hmm.
where she started to really be okay for me. But oh god, I used to couldn't stand. I couldn't stand Rosario. And it's so weird because do you ever feel like when you watch movies, you know how you have those actors you love? Sometimes I could feel like it's no rhyme or reason. It's just a it factor. It's just a something about that actor I love. I
Hmm.
also feel that way when it's actors I don't like. Like I can't tell you why I cannot stand Guy Pearce. I just cannot stand Guy Pearce. I can't stand his face. I can't stand the ugly blonde peroxide hair he has in
Who was
that movie.
that?
Oh, girl, the Guy Pearce. Have you seen Memento?
No, but I've seen the cover of it. I know who's in it.
What? That's Guy Pearce with the ugly blonde
Okay.
hair. That's Guy Pearce.
Okay.
I do not like Guy Pearce. Like I cannot stand that man. It's something about him that I don't like. I don't know what it is. And again, I don't know these people. God bless that man. These can be the nicest people in the world. I'm just speaking as the audience.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
Guy
mean,
Pearce.
it's if we talking about like black actors, Gabrielle Union. I like her
Oh, I
like
can't stand Gabrielle Union. She
as
cannot
not an
act.
actress. Like I like her, like when I see her in interviews, I feel like I would like her as like the woman, but as an actress, not a
Something
fan.
about her, I feel like I wouldn't like her. Something about Gab. First of all, she can't act. She can't act to save her life. But something about her gives Mean Girl to me. Like something about her gives. I don't. It's something about her that gives Mean Girl. That gives conniving. I don't know what it is. I know met that late in my life, but I do not like Gabrielle Union. She cannot act. Now you could argue, Sanaa Lathan can't act, and I love Sanaa Lathan down. I feel like Sanaa Lathan just has like a screen presence, a personality, a charisma, a
I
star
like her.
quality, but she can't act.
I like her. I think she can because now, as much as I tear up Tyler Perry, he does have a couple of movies that I actually like. And Family That Prays is one of them. That's my favorite Tyler Perry movie, period. And I feel like Sanaa Lathan does a great job in that movie.
Oh, Family That Praise is good.
Yeah,
That's a
that was
good
like his
one.
best. And I think this is why my frustration for Tyler is so strong because once Family That Prays happened, I said, "Okay, Tyler, now you're about to. I see where I see the elevation. I see where we're going." And then he was like, "Bitch, please," and he pivoted right back to what he was doing, and not if not worse.
Oh, so I was right with my vibe. So Gabrielle Union admitted to being a mean girl. Okay, so I was right. I really feel like she ruins Bad Boys 2 for me. Like I can never see that movie ever again because Gabrielle Union is like I can't stand her. You know who else can't act? What's the girl? Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington can't. Kerry Washington for me is like a Michael B. Jordan. It's not that they can't act, but they overact a lot,
Oh,
like to
okay.
where it makes it bad acting. It's like, baby, make it a little more realistic. It's like they be acting a little too hard. I like, and that's somebody else I don't like. Michael B. Jordan. I do not like Michael B. Jordan. I don't get the hype. I think he overacts quite a bit.
I feel like he's inconsistent. He has I feel like he has roles where he does a good job, but then he has moments where I'm like, what's happening here? What is happening here?
And
John
that
David
could be the
Washington is
rating.
another one. I feel
Who?
like John David Washington.
Oh hell no! You leave my husband alone. That's my man. That's
Well,
my man. I'm gonna
that's
marry you to the Washington family. You hear me?
that's fine. Um, and if you do, your children will benefit from nepotism like he has because
And I'm down for nepotism all day, every day.
I am pro nepotism. Um, but I feel like I guess my thing with John David Washington is that I feel like he was thrown into leading roles too fast. I think that's what it is. Because I liked him in the movie with him and what's her name? Zendaya. I liked that movie. I thought that was good. But then when he did the movie, like this sci-fi movie, I just thought it was
What
terrible.
sci-fi movie?
Dang, what's the
Tenet?
name? No, not Tenet.
Oh,
What's the name of
what
that
sci-fi
movie?
movie did he do? Because I know my man catalog. I'm like, what sci-fi did he do?
Clearly not.
Oh, The Creator.
Huh? Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
Creator.
yeah.
Now
Mhm.
I will say with John David, that's my man. Okay, that's my man. I'm busting it wide open for John David Washington.
Oh,
But I will I will
all right.
I will say I agree with you as far as because if I remember correctly, when I was cyber stalking him, he was playing football and I think he got an injury, and then he started acting. I do feel like sometimes nepotism don't be so good because
Mhm.
it does feel like he needed to get his feet wet a little more. Because there's a lot of actors that are amazing, but if you look at their early work, like their first few credits, they weren't as good as like they are now. So
Yeah.
I do feel like he needed more time to get his feet wet and more
Mhm.
time to build his range. Because everybody ain't Denzel, everybody ain't Angela Bassett in
Yeah.
the sense of they're multifaceted. Like a Samuel Jackson, they can play such a variety of roles, and everybody can't do that, and that's
Yeah.
fine. Like you have to just know your strength. Like I love Jennifer Lopez. I know people be giving her crap. I love
I
Jennifer
like her
Lopez.
as an actress.
Yes, but I feel like you have to stay in your lane if you're not that multifaceted actor that can just do anything. And I feel like John David Washington either is an actor that can't do everything or he just needs to get his feet wet a little more.
Mhm.
Because the first time I ever saw him was Tenet, and I loved that movie, and I thought he was amazing. But I don't know what it was with that director that he was able to pull out of him, Christopher Nolan. Other directors have not been able to pull that type of performance out of him. So I can agree with you on that, but that's my man.
Well, that's okay. That can be your man, but your man
Now,
needs
what do
to.
you think about John Boyega from like Attack the Block, the Star Wars stuff, Woman
Well,
King?
see, I don't have a whole lot of exposure to him. The only thing I've seen full out of him was The Woman King,
He
and
was fine as all outside. That's my other
he
man.
was.
That's my
He
man.
was.
John David Washington is my husband, and John Boyega is my boyfriend on the side.
Yeah, John Boyega, and he loves black women down. So
Yes.
that just for that, I like him for that. But I can't really speak too much on his acting, just because I don't really haven't been that exposed to it. Now, who I do like is it Daniel Kaluuya?
Oh, I don't like him from Get Out.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't like him.
like you don't like his acting?
Yeah, you know how I just said that the white lady in They Live and the white lady in Hellraiser just look evil to me. That's how I feel with Daniel Kaluuya. When I will never forget seeing Get Out for the first time, and I was like, "Are we sure he ain't the villain?" It's
Oh
something about
no,
his eyes, like he look sinister to me. Like I be like, I don't like him, and
that's
I always feel like he was a miscast for Get Out.
that's
It's
crazy you say that because when I see him, I think the exact opposite. When I see him and his eyes, I think innocence.
wow,
I
really?
think I think innocence to me because his face, he gives like youthful. So whenever I see him, I think of like a like I don't know, just like protect him. That's when I see him. I'm like, don't harm him. He's like a little cousin. He's like one of my little brothers or something. When I
You
see
didn't
him,
think his performance in Get Out was really like odd and trippy? Like, why was he staring the way he was? And like the way he delivered it felt like I was in a dreamscape. Like the way he would act and the way he would talk and have like this low eye, slow talking. Ugh, yeah, I don't like Dan Kaluuya. Gorgeous skin though, attractive
well, that,
man.
well, then I feel like that speaks to his performance in Get Out because I feel like that we were supposed to feel that way. We were supposed to feel uncomfortable. We were supposed to feel like
I feel like he was a villain. I was like, are we sure he
and then
did?
and see and now you got to address your internal bias because why did you
Oh,
think the black man
okay, Sister Soldier.
why did you see that black man and think he was the villain?
I just feel like, and I forgot, was it Samuel Jackson who also said he felt like Dan Kaluuya was a miscast? He felt like it should have been an American actor. Maybe
I
that's
don't
also
know.
my disconnect because I feel like American black and British black are two completely different like
I
blacks,
agree.
and maybe that was my disconnect with him and Get Out. And but also in what was the other one he did? Nope. He
Hmm.
just has this asleep at the wheel style of acting for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then maybe that's like Jordan Peele's directing style though, because both of those are Jordan Peele.
Now I feel like he always sleep at the wheel because he played in Sicario, which I love that movie, and he'll
Hmm.
sleep at the wheel in that movie.
Is
That's a
he in
different
that
direction.
movie?
Sicario with Benicio del
I
Toro.
like that. I don't remember him being in it.
Yeah, he a side character. You know the white lady who they get to come out because they need her. She's
Hmm.
his partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in a while.
yeah.
I
He
haven't
was
seen
asleep
that.
at the wheel. Like he feel his acting for me is very lifeless.
Mm.
I'm just like, baby, wake up.
I'm trying to. Well, yeah. Well, maybe we'll see him in something where he has to give more energy. He plays a lot of like serious roles.
And I feel like that's also some of my disconnect with these actors because I really like a like real riveting, like chewing the scenery, like I like a real melodramatic, over the top kind of style. Not over the top in a bad way. Like, but some of my favorite actors are those real like my favorite actors are like Al Pacino, Nicolas Cage, Ray Liotta, Steve Buscemi. I like a thespian. Like I like somebody that's awake
Mm-hmm.
and he just feels very laid back, asleep at the wheel. His heart rate don't ever rise, and not in one of them movies.
So who would you have rather seen and Get Out? John David Washington?
Oh hell no! I want to go home to him every night. Look, I love you. That's my man. But as the casting director, I'm gonna have to say it's a no for me, dog. No, not John David Washington. I would have to think on that because I never did think about who I would rather see cast. But I just feel like it should be an American. Now it needs to be a black person, 2 black parents and 4 black grandparents. Oh, you know who I feel like would have been good in Get Out? His reputation on being kind of messed up now, so I don't know. But talent wise, I could see Jonathan Majors in Get Out. Do you know what that is?
Of course.
Lovecraft Country.
Of course.
Okay. I feel like
Oh,
I could see him or either a unknown, like a up and coming actor. I just feel like I'm not with Daniel Kaluuya. It doesn't work for me.
yeah. I'm trying to think of Jonathan Majors and that. I feel like he's and no shade, but I feel like he's too strong of an actor for that role and Get Out.
So you think it needs a reserved performance?
I do. I
Yeah.
do. I feel like he's too strong of an actor. Somebody said who are our favorite my favorite actor of all time is Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks.
Oh, speaking of overrated, I don't get the Tom Hanks hype.
I love him.
Now, I love Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips is my motherfucking movie. You hear me? Do you know how many times long I walked around saying, "Look at me, look at me, I'm
I'm
the
the
captain now."
captain now.
But he not American black. But I could see him and Get Out. But he not American black. I love that black guy that played in Captain Phillips. I wish he got cast more. Like he is extremely talented. And he actually never acted in his life. They were
I
looking
heard that.
for that I can't think of his nationality, but they were looking for like
He's
that type
Somalian.
Somalian. Thank you. They were looking for Somalian actors and did an open casting. And he never acted in his life, and he's been
Mm,
acting ever since he did Captain Phillips. He is so freaking talented, but I think he could give a laid back performance, but still have some life to it. But yes,
mm.
it's a difference. It's a difference week.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite, like, well, I fell in love with Tom Hanks, after his role in Philadelphia. That was it. That was it for me. I said, "Oh, sign me up. I'm in." I love Tom Hanks. Like,
Is that the one with him and Denzel where he got
yes,
AIDS or something? Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
yes,
about.
yes.
I'm
I
trying. Let
love
me
him.
look up his movies because the only thing in my head is Captain Phillips because I watch it at
Oh,
nauseum.
Castaway, Big, yeah, The Terminal.
None of those is my type of movie.
Oh, I love him. Robert De Niro, Denzel, Ed Norton, Kevin Bacon.
Love Ed Norton. Love Kevin Bacon.
Denzel Washington, I feel like that kind of goes without saying. I do love him
You
as
know what? I was actually late to the Denzel train. Denzel was one of those actors where I never understood the hype. And he played in movies I liked. I remember I loved Pelican Bay, not Pelican Bay, Pelican Brief, Pelican Bay.
that's
I love Pelican Brief. I liked where Pelican Bay comes from. I'm putting cases on all you Training Day, but I
mhm,
was never a Denzel fan. I never understood the hype. I actually didn't get into Denzel and be like a huge fan until later in his career, like the Man on Fire type of era. That's when I
mhm.
really got on the Denzel train. But I was anytime I would name my favorite actors, I never named Denzel. I never understood the hype. But you know what's really interesting? I could name 100 actors that are my favorite, and it's literally only 2 women that I would name. I really don't have favorite female actresses. Do you
Mm,
have like favorite females? Like I really only have literally only have 2. Like I don't have women that, and I feel like for me, in my defense, I don't think women get the roles that men get. Like I feel like
mhm.
men, like when I watch, like if I watch Heat, right? It's the men in that movie that I feel like have the best roles. I'm not paying attention to the women in that movie. Like I just feel like the movies that I like is typically the men that have the roles that I really love, not the women.
Yeah. Um, Women actors. So I am a Holly Berry fangirl. Period. Like, she is I love her. Holly Berry for sure. Meryl Streep. I love Meryl Streep. I love that lady down. Is she in a movie? I'm gonna go watch it. Put me in front of it. I love Sandra Bullock. I love her. I like J Lo as an actress. I know people are not a fan of her, but I like her as an actress, like for sure.
But we're saying favorites. You gonna name J
Regina,
Lo?
yeah, yeah. If J Lo has a movie coming out, I'm going to see it. I love that lady's acting. I wish she would just focus only on acting. Regina, Mother Hall, and King, the Reginas, both of them, but especially Regina King. She is her acting. She is underrated for me. Like when the Western movie, what was it called?
The harder they fall.
Yeah, baby. I said Range. Range. Baby girl then went from Isha in Poetic Justice to a villain in a cowboy movie, like a Western. So, I love her. She's up there for me, honey.
Yeah.
Ooh, Glenn Close is another good one.
Do you know when I first started my YouTube channel? Do you remember that boxing movie that Halle Berry did on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix?
Yeah.
That came out the year I started my channel. And do you know I got comments saying I can never respect your opinion because you actually think Halle Berry can act. Like I will never forget getting that comment on that video. But I feel like it's a difference between people I like and people that's my favorite. Like I like Halle Berry. I like Jennifer Lopez, but I would never list them as my favorite. Nobody you just named what I list as my favorite. And I like Regina King. I have so much respect for Regina King. Like you said, I think, or either you or a comment said, she's very underrated. As she directs, she acts, like you said, the range from her role in Boys in the Hood to like she's amazing. I would not say she's my favorite though. Literally, the only female actors that I would say are my favorite actors would be Charlize Theron and Angela Bassett. Like that's it. But also, if you look at the style of acting that I said I like, they gonna give you that intensity that I said I like. Charlize Theron gonna be intense as hell, and you know Angela Bassett is the motherfucking Angela Bassett.
I do love Angela Bassett. I cannot front on that. Sometimes now I will say I love her, but sometimes Angela do be overacting a little bit for me.
Now you right. Now you
Sometimes she
right.
put a little bit too much stank on it.
Now you right.
Anime.
You right. You right. You right. She do be overacting. You right. She on
Because
that Michael B. Jordan.
she be put a little bit too much stank on it. But it's interesting you said that because the other day I was on Instagram and they showed like a clip of Whoopi Goldberg in like a episode of Star
Law
Trek.
and Order.
Huh?
The clip from Law and Order.
No, no, no. It was from
Oh, okay.
Star
I thought
Trek.
you saw the same. I saw a clip of Whoopi Goldberg on Law and Order. I thought it was the same thing. Okay.
But Whoopi Goldberg, when I saw that, I was like, she really could have played Ramona in Black Panther and would have killed it. And I feel like she would have gave something a little more subdued than what not that Angela Bassett didn't do a great job, but I was like, why ain't they call Whoopi? Because Whoopi can act, and I think
Oh,
people
Whoopi
can
can act her ass
it.
off.
And
Yeah.
she would have. Can you imagine her giving them speeches in Wakanda? Whoopi Goldberg, Seeley, cut it out. We needed her. Danny Glover. We didn't mention. Danny Glover's a great actor too.
He's a great actor. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites, but he's a great actor.
Said Regina carried Poetic Justice. I mean, that wasn't hard to do. That wasn't hard. I love Poetic Justice though. Don't let me get to acting crazy, y'all, because I do plan to do it for a retro rewatch one of these days. But
Do you think Tupac can act?
I I feel like he was on his way.
On his way?
I feel like he
Because
was on his
I'm
way.
like, now I've never seen Poetic Justice. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not my ministry. It's not for me. That's not my type of movie. But I've seen a lot of movies with Tupac. I love Gang Related. Gang Related is probably my number one favorite Tupac movie, but he cannot act. He cannot act. But Gang Related is amazing. And there's a movie he played in with, I think his name is Tim Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Tim Robbins.
The other one.
It's a Tim something. But anyway, it's a white man who be playing in all the Quentin Tarantino movies. But they play like drug addicts and stuff like that. And I actually just saw Juice for the very first time because just like Poetic Justice, Juice is just not. I'm not one for like the hood movies, just not my ministry. But I feel like I don't know what old boy did. I'm so mad my brain is blanking. But the director of Juice, who I love, who did Demon Knight, he got a
Eric
performance out of
Dickinson.
yes. Eric Dickinson got a performance out of Tupac nobody has been able to get. I thought Tupac, that was the best acting I've seen him do was Juice. Outside of that, I think that his acting is god awful. Like literally god awful. Like I love Gang Related Down, but he is so bad in that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen Gang Related.
Oh, I think you would like it. Gang Related is really, really good. He plays like a crooked cop.
See, I don't like, and then we get into genres that I just, when it comes
What?
to crooked cops and I don't.
See, I love a crooked cop. So you don't watch like Street Kings. Like I love a crooked cop.
I don't. That's why, like Heat. I ain't never seen Heat.
I love. Now ain't no crooked cops in Heat.
It's like a heist, though, right?
Yeah, it's a heist.
Oh.
See, that's my cup of tea. That's right up my alley. Like I love a crime movie, a gangster movie, a mob movie, a crooked cop movie. Like I love stuff like that. Now the poetic justices, and what's the movie Dead Presidents? I've never seen those movies. Those are not my cup of tea. But give me a crime, a mob, a crooked cop, like a Heat, a Street Kings, a Goodfellas, like a Casino. Oh my God! Now that's the stuff I was watching in the 90s. I was not watching Poetic Justice and Dead Presidents.
No, I was.
Menace to Society. I was not watching.
I was. But that I don't know. It's just like something about, I don't know, just the crime, mob, boss.
It Factor. You're right. Above the Rim. He was good in that. He was good in Above the Rim. I don't think he wasn't great. But he was good with Dwayne. I forgot about that movie. It had what was his name? Dwayne
Martin.
Yeah, he was good in there.
Tisha Campbell's ex-husband.
Yeah.
I'm still here. You know.
You know what?
I fool with Tisha Campbell. Yeah, but I do enjoy a good like an action comedy. Sign me up. But like an actual like, or even like Usual Suspects. It was like crime, but it had like
crime.
But it had like a supernatural element to it. But
not in that movie supernatural.
The Kaiser Soze was like a
myth. He was not supernatural.
They tried to make it seem like he was though. He was like, is he real? Is he not real? And then it was like a whole thing. Like, is he like the boogeyman? I like stuff like that. Like, ooh, is this really a thing? It didn't really it gave like thriller, not quite crime drama. I don't like crime dramas.
So you like a crime thriller, not a crime drama?
Yeah. Give me a mystery to solve.
Oh Lord.
Give me some clues.
I just like, I don't know, when I was a kid, and like I feel like I've expanded my range, but around the time of like that era with those like Menace to Society, Heat, Usual Suspects, and I was very much into, first of all, horror off like number one, horror. Then it would be action, thriller, crime, mob. As long as niggas was dying, like sign me up. Like
what?
As long as it was murder, and when I say the N-word, I mean just everybody, not black folks, but everybody. But as long as it was like murder, mayhem, crooked cops, because I already think all cops is crooked. Like, I'm sorry, but this was my mind when I was growing up. So like, I love stuff like that. Now, when it was like the Menace to Societies, the Dead Presidents, the In the Hood, and I don't know, that wasn't my cup of tea. Oh yeah, 7 is good. Do you like 7?
I love 7.
Okay,
I do. I love 7. Some of the hood movies, I can only watch them like once, and then I'm like, I'm out of here. Like it's like Menace to Society is not a rewatch for me, but if it's on, I'll watch it. Like I'll kind of like halfway watch it because I like aspects of it, but I won't return to it. Boys in the Hood, I've seen it enough that I can probably like, recite the lines, but I'm not gonna like return to it. So I don't like gritty stuff. Like life is gritty enough. I'm not paying to watch.
That's why I'm like, I really it's a disconnect. Like I really don't like the hood movies. And when I did my first time watch of Juice, it just really solidified why I don't like it, because I was like, well, what's the moral to the story? Like, why are we presenting all of this stuff like it's okay? When old boy curse out the girl with the baby, call her a bitch and stuff. And what's his name? Oh My Epps having a relationship at 16 years old with that grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Like it's so much in there that I'm like, well, what's the moral to the story? Like it feels to me like we're presenting these things like they're okay, and like that I don't like that. Like I don't like that representation. And I get that people argue that, well, it's real. That's really what goes down. I don't like it. I don't like that type of representation. It's a disconnect for me. I don't enjoy it.
I don't even consider Juice a hood movie.
That was in the hood. That ain't a hood movie.
That's what that said, and that don't make it a hood. I feel like, to me, when I think of a hood movie, I think like I wouldn't put like Boys in the Hood and Juice in the same category.
Really?
No, I wouldn't put them together at all. To me, Juice is more of like a thriller. And I think Boys in the Hood is more like a crime, like a drama. I feel like they're two different categories of movies for me. I don't see Juice. I've never seen it as like a hood movie at all, like a drama. I've always seen it as like an action thriller type of movie. That's just
So
happened to be set in the hood.
see, I thought any movie in the hood is so Killjoy not a hood movie.
Well, first of all, I never seen it, but based on what I heard, no.
They was in the hood. I thought if you in the hood, it's a hood movie. Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong. I feel like a hood movie, to me, a movie that is considered a hood movie is a movie that is centered around like hood activities.
Juice
So like,
is centered around hood skin activity.
it's not. To me, I'm thinking things like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going to Boys in the Hood because I feel like it's literally in the title. Like gang violence, like substance use, like fighting, like it's very
It was
like,
gang violence in Juice, that little Puerto Rican gang.
girl.
They literally killed a man and rob a liquor store. They're literally in the projects.
So do you consider The Wood to be a hood movie then?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. No, they weren't they in suburbia? Weren't them black suburbs?
They were in Inglewood.
The Wood. Oh wait, let me make sure I'm not mixing up. The Wood is like the coming of age black movie, right?
Right.
When they was like adolescent, and it showed them as adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not hood. They were in the black suburbs. That's not the hood. So yeah, I don't.
But there were gang members in the movie. Stacy was a gang member. He was a
house party. It's a movie that had gang members. I feel like if it takes place in the hood, it's a hood movie. Thank you, Matthew. Juice a hood movie. Now I will say, and it's probably because Eric Dixon was the director, and I don't know why he didn't do more horror movies. It definitely had horror vibes and horror elements.
Is Do the Right Thing a hood movie?
They in the hood, so yes.
That's not a hood movie.
I never saw Do the Right Thing. I'm gonna be honest, but ain't they in the hood?
They in the hood. They Do the Right Thing. They're in like, I guess like I mean, I don't want to consider just because it's black people living there it's the hood. Let me think of another movie that is like New Jack City is a hood movie. Do you think New Jack City and Juice is the same thing? You ain't never seen New Jack City.
No, I don't consider New Jack City to be a hood movie. I consider that to be in the realm of what I just was talking about, like a Heat or a Street Kings or a Casino. That's why I put New Jack City.
New Jack City has a whole crackhead named Pookie in it.
That's a crime genre movie for me. I put New Jack City in the same category as Casino, as Goodfellas, as Heat, as Street Kings. That's where I put New Jack City. I don't put that as a hood movie. Like Nino Brown had a whole crime empire
in the hood. They was in the ghetto. That's a hood movie.
Matthew, New Jack City is not a
Thank
hood
you,
movie.
Matthew. It is definitely a hood movie. So I'm not putting New Jack City and Juice in the same category.
I'm not either. I'm not putting New Jack City and Juice in the same category either.
But they're a hood movie.
Juice is a hood movie. And
to me, New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, Men's Society, to me, they all the same thing.
Oh, hell no. No.
To me, those are hood movies.
No. New Jack City is on there with Goodfellas and Heat. It's a crime story. It's a crime movie, crime thriller. So Wesley Snipes should have been cast in more. Wesley Snipes was cast in everything. Check that man catalog. Y'all finna put some respect on Wesley Snipes.
Vern,
Wesley
you say
Snipes
Don't Be
played
a
in
Menace.
everything.
Don't Be a Menace is a hood movie for sure.
Now, I've never seen Don't Be a Menace, but I saw Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood.
That's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually a movie called Don't Be a Menace.
No, that's you just gotta say the shortened version of it because the real title is too doggone long.
Oh, so I was right. Any movie that takes place in the hood is considered a hood movie. Hood movies are a subgenre. Absolutely.
The It Factor, James Weezer, you don't know. You're not the decision maker here.
Yes, put some respect on Wesley Snipes' name. Wesley, our first black superhero, he good. And Wesley has a motherfucking catalog. Like what? Now I ain't seen the last thing I saw him do. I think was that movie with Kevin Hart on Netflix a few years ago. Oh yeah, and he just was in what's the movie with Ryan Reynolds? He just did that. But in his heyday, Wesley Snipes was in every damn thing. Every time and he was always a leading man. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't a lot of stuff. Yeah, New Jersey. Now, New Jersey Drive is for sure a hood movie. Maybe that needs to be maybe that needs to be the barometer here. If it's New
Now I
Jersey
love
Drive,
Fresh. Have you seen Fresh?
that's one of them that is it's too. It gives too much for me.
Now I haven't seen it in the last 100 years, but I love Fresh. Oh my god, I love Fresh with Sam Jackson and the little. What happened to that little black boy? Because he was talented as hell.
Yeah, I never seen it.
Y'all making me want to watch Fresh.
See, Fresh to me that's a hood movie. I'm not
I
putting that
agree.
in the same category with Juice.
Yeah.
Juice is just a thriller that's set in the hood. That's it.
But see, you're saying thriller. Yes, it's a thriller, but look,
It's a
like
hood
in
movie.
fact, said hood movie is a subgenre, so it could still be thriller, but it's still a hood movie because that's the subcategory.
No. No, absolutely not.
But the real question is, when are you gonna finally watch The Thing?
I don't know. It literally is on my list of movies to watch on the channel, but it's been on my list
What is
for
it
like
number
so long.
112?
Probably. Oh, it's finally streaming. It's on Shudder and AMC. So maybe in March after Black History
It's
Month.
always streaming. You talking about The Thing?
Not. I mean, I gotta. If I gotta pay for it, that don't count. It gotta be included in my subscription, honey. I'm not.
Well, that's what I mean. Why do I feel like I watch The Thing literally at nauseum. You want to know how much I watch The Thing so much? I watch it. The movie ends. I immediately start it over and watch it again. I feel like it's always streaming. But I pay for every damn streaming service on the face of the earth, so maybe that's just how I always have access to it.
Probably. They rotate them. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I could probably watch it soon. For sure.
You know what? I don't even want you to watch it because I feel like you're gonna disrespect it. Like something in my spirit is just telling me you're gonna have the same attitude you had with Wishmaster and you're gonna be just tearing it up.
Okay, well, first of all, chat. Is Wishmaster and The Thing on the same level?
No, I didn't say it was on the same level.
Nah. No. Let me go ahead and let me put a poll in the chat because you're not about to do this.
I did not. Don't slander my name in these streets. I did not say they was on the same level.
And The Thing on the same. Like that Peter Griffin meme when he typed with the nails on the same level.
Of course, if she don't like it, she don't like it. Y'all don't know my humor, but she does. She know I just be messing with her when I be slandering her about these movies.
Start the poll. Y'all answer in the chat. Are Wishmaster and The Thing on the same level?
Let me go to your channel and answer this poll because no the hell it ain't. Nowhere near.
Because to make such an egregious assumption, I
feel like I could see you just disrespecting it.
Why?
Something about I just feel a hater spirit just oozing off of you.
This is change your channel name immediately to A Night of Judgment. 'Cause this is too much. This is preposterous. This is
Okay, I
preposterous.
voted. I had to vote.
Cause to say that because I didn't like Wishmaster, I could see if I was like something else.
I just remember you hurting my feelings that day.
And you ain't let it go since. You got to let that go.
You killed my childhood.
Listen, Wishmaster killed your childhood. I didn't make that movie. I didn't make that movie. I just didn't like it. I liked it in my youth, but as I got older, I said, "Child, please."
Make your wishes.
See. You know what I'm talking about? Like you expected me. So if they making wish ass in the thing, then no, I'm not gonna like it. I'm not. I'm just
You know
not.
what? Speaking of wish ass, have you seen the movie Bitch Ass?
No.
Girl, oh my god, please go watch. It's a black horror movie that came out in like 2023 called Bitch Ass. It's kind of like a black jigsaw. Please go watch that movie.
Is it on Tubi? Is it a Tubi original?
It's not a Tubi original. Let me see if it's streaming. When I first saw it, I paid to rent it when it came out. Let me see.
Weed, I don't know who y'all is, Weed, but I can tell you I'm not.
Bitch Ass is streaming on BT Plus and Paramount Plus, and you can rent it on Prime for $1.99. Oh, it's absolutely a hood movie. They're in the hood. Okay, the synopsis. A gang initiation goes wrong when a group of 4 recruits break into a house of horror as they're all forced to play deadly games for their lives. Win and you live, lose and you die. It's called Bitch Ass.
And the way you saying it, bitch ass. Like, is that how it is on the cover? Is somebody like lunging at the camera? Bitch ass. Oh my gosh. Y'all are funny.
Matter of fact, it's streaming on Paramount Plus. I might go watch it tonight. Do you be paying for? When I tell you, I be feeling. I might as well have cable. When I say I pay for every streaming service under the sun, it's ridiculous.
I've started canceling them.
Yeah, I need to. Like, I literally. And the thing that be irking me, it's like I really, honestly, I don't even watch them all. I pay for Disney Plus, and I literally probably went a year without watching Disney Plus, but I pay for it every month.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I need to cancel my Disney Plus because I have not been watching a thing on Disney Plus. Now, what the gag is, some of these streaming services, if you go try to cancel, they be like, wait, stay around and we'll give you this offer. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Now I did just start using my Disney Plus because I wanted to go finally watch. I'm not really a comic book or Marvel fan, but I'm just now getting into it. I know I'm late to the party, but it's just never been my thing. But I went to go finally watch the Marvel movies for the first time. So I'm finally using my damn Disney Plus.
That's the only thing it's good for. Are the Marvel movies.
Well, the only thing I used to, actually, when I first started paying for Disney Plus, it was because I wanted to see that Beyonce Black is King. And that was literally the only thing I watched. But I kept paying for it every month.
Yeah. You forgot to cancel it.
I was just like, because I did it where like I bundle it with my Hulu. So I just kept paying for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, they might as well just bring cable back. Because all
Like,
these
for
streaming
real.
services is
Because
getting
I gotta
ridiculous.
pay for all this stuff separately. Oh, this must be a question for you because I know that ain't a question for me.
Oh, I love Blade. I used to watch Blade like almost every day, especially when I was in college. That was like my Sunday go-to movie. I love Blade. I haven't seen I saw Blade 2, and then I was very disappointed in Blade 2 because I needed it to be,
Really?
I needed it and I haven't seen it in a long time. But if I'm not mistaken, it didn't really start where the first one ended, and I kind of did it where
Yeah,
the first
it
one
picks
ended with.
up. Yeah, it picks up like some years later.
I was
It's definitely a lot narratively decisions they made with the story that don't vibe with me with Blade 2. But I love what Guillermo del Toro did with Blade 2. Like I love the new like vampires that was created. I have a lot of fun with Blade 2. I really like it. It's Blade 3
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah, I don't think I agree. I feel like I cut it on and then eventually I just kind of cut it off. I was like, what is this? And I just like, nah, I can't watch this.
it is literally what started my hate for Ryan Reynolds was Blade 3. I will never don't have you ever seen a Low Down Dirty Shame?
Have I?
You know how Jada Pinkett cared to walk up to the actor from her soap opera and smack him in the face? That's exactly what I would do if I ever see Ryan Reynolds and I'm like, why you ruin Blade? You ruined Blade.
From the
Like
Hard Turns, the one and
literally
only.
everything pisses me off. Even the way Blade 3 opens with Ryan Reynolds doing the narration. Why is he narrating? The movie is called Blade. Why is Ryan Reynolds doing the narration when the movie opens? Like I just can't stand Blade.
I don't remember not a thing from that movie. When I
Now
tell you I cut it
I
off,
just rewatched it. I actually
mm,
just rewatched it like today because I
wow.
feel like Blade is my must-watch Black History Month movie. And once I saw Blade, I just went down the rabbit hole and saw the whole trilogy. And I do get some enjoyment out of Blade 3 in a it's so bad it's good kind of way, and like a bad movie. You know how you can enjoy a bad movie?
Mhm.
I get that type of enjoyment out of Blade 3, but that movie is a fucking mess. Like that movie is a mess.
Yeah.
It makes
Wow.
me so mad.
Yeah. Chad from As the Heart Turns. The one and only baby. YouTube time is son. Listen, shout out to the Cut Up Crew. We just watched that very much recently on the channel. I
Oh,
love
you
Lord
did
of
it.
Mercy.
Oh, I guess that's why you looked at me crazy when I said, "Have you seen?"
No, because it's one of my favorite movies. Have I?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I love Low Down Dirty Shame. Shame. That's
Do
my
you have a
jam.
letterbox?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that is. I just know
It's
I got one.
basically,
I got
it's
a
basically
mailbox. No.
the best way to sum it up is it's basically like a social media site, but it's only about movies. Like that's it. Like it's just
Oh.
like you pretty much log. You know what? Let me share this. You pretty much like log your movies, and that's it. Like that's the whole. It's social media, but it's movies.
Oh.
Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if it'll let me because I got the chat on the screen. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Well, it took us away, but this is Letterbox. Like it pretty
Okay,
much
I
you
see
put
it
your
though.
movies. Like every day that you watch a movie, you log it, you rate it, you can put a review. Um, it's really fun. I like it. Like I like seeing what other people are watching. And it shows like how much you watch in a year. Like last year I watched like I think it was like oh don't let me lie. I can't remember. I think I watched like 400 some odd movies
Oh,
last
that's
year.
like a movie a
Like I
day
feel like
plus
stuff
one.
like that be really cool to be able to keep track of stuff like that.
Oh, I might look into it.
I think you should. Like I think it's really fun. Like I don't know, I have fun doing stuff like that. Like logging my
Hmm.
movies. And then, have you ever watched the movie and you can't remember it? You can go
Mm-hmm.
back in your letterbox and be like, what was that movie I saw?
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
I'll
So
take a
it
look at it.
kind of
I
I think you
mean, you
should.
get to like engage with other people and talk to them and whatnot.
You can if you want to. I really don't. I like people can follow you. I follow a few people because I like to see what they're watching, but I don't really engage with them on there. I just follow them. I see what they're watching. Like people who have similar tastes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be movies I don't know about. I'm like, oh, they watched XYZ. Let me go watch this. Or if it's something I want to see, but I don't want no spoilers, but I want to know if it's good, I'll see what other
Mm-hmm.
people rated the movie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's an app.
Yeah. Yeah. I have the app on my phone.
I'll look into it. I'll see.
I
Cause
think you
I've
should.
never heard of it before.
I think you would like
Letterbox.
it. I don't know
Letter.
how I heard about it. It
Yeah, I've
was so
never heard of
long.
it before. I'm gonna take a gander.
So, I don't know. Are you on Twitter? Because they have like a Letterbox Friday. in the hellscape of Twitter.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Okay.
not. I never joined Twitter. Like I'm lying. Years ago I set up a thing and I was like, I don't get it, and I'm out of here. And I never went back on it.
I feel like I'm on Blue Sky now, but I was on Twitter just because I wanted to follow celebrities, see what was trending and stuff like that. And it used to be where that's all I would see in my feed. That's it. Now it's just a hellscape, and all I see
I've
is
heard.
it's like just it's so much racism, and I'm like, why
Mm-mm.
are you showing me this stuff? Because what's wrong with your
Mm-mm.
algorithm? I don't interact with these people. Yeah, it's crazy over there.
Yeah, Instagram was trying that. They was trying to start to put the racism in my algorithm. I said, "Oh, you lost all your marbles. It's gone now." I don't know what happened, but they tried it for a second, and
And
I
see,
also
I've been
don't
feeling
know.
like IG is the safest social media place to me because for my algorithm, they tend to only show me stuff I interact. Like all I see is women with locks, vegan posts, and animals. That's really it. Oh yeah, like hair. Oh yeah, I said women with locks, like hair stuff, because that's all I interact with, and that's why
Yeah,
I like Instagram because they only show me stuff related to what I interact with. I like that. That's why I don't like Twitter no more because it showed me all kind of stuff. Girl, it's so much. I don't know if YouTube will let me say the word PORN
I've
all over.
heard that.
Oh,
I've,
like I'll
I've
be
heard
like,
that.
I don't interact with this. It like
Yeah,
what is wrong with their algorithm over there? So that's why I like Instagram because I feel like the algorithm just shows me what I interact with and that's
it
it.
does. I feel like it's gotten better too with like streamlining the stuff that you look at, because now I noticed the other day I liked a post and then I swiped and it was like very similar. I said, "Dang, that was quick." Usually it's not
See,
that
they must
curated.
have updated it or something. They did something with the
Yeah.
algorithm. I like it because it literally just I want to be in a bubble, so to speak. Like especially with social media. Like that's the only time I want to be in a bubble because I don't want craziness or negativity or nothing that's gonna really mess up my spirit.
Yeah, that's why I don't like when people be sending me a bunch of reels, because I be like, if I
Oh,
click on this, it's gonna mess up because
and see, I don't like that either. The only person that I will look at I have a friend, Jasmine. She's the only person I know that's vegan like me. So she'll send. Oh yeah, she has a dog like me. So she'll send me memes that's like funny stuff with dogs or
mm-hmm.
like a vegan meat. That's it because I know okay that fit my algorithm. That's
Right.
literally how we communicate. We just send each other reels all day on Instagram.
My sister tries to do that, and I'm like, no, it's too many. I'm not opening. Like, text me, girl. What's
It will mess up your algorithm
it's
though.
too
It will.
much?
Like if somebody send you something that isn't something you interact with, oh, Instagram gonna pick it up quick. Like you
Yeah.
scroll that, next thing you know, that's all they finna be showing you.
Yeah, one of my homeboys, he told me that I messed up his algorithm because he would be looking at my stories and then he would be clicking and he and then he started sending me stuff that I'll be posting. He was like, "My whole algorithm messed up. Now all I got to see." I said, "Well, you're welcome, because I don't know what you were looking at, but now you're looking at cute, funny baby videos and people falling and doing silly things. So you're welcome, sir."
Do you have a separate? Because I do two separate Instagrams. I have my Instagram for my channel. I don't scroll or do nothing. I just post on my
Hmm.
Instagram for my channel. Then I have just my personal Instagram. That's why I scroll and I look at reels and I like stuff and I do all kind of stuff. That's the one I do that on.
So
So
I tried to do a separate one, and then they just kind of started to blend together, and I was just like, because I don't have the patience to really like to take care of two different social medias. So no, I
yeah.
just got the one, but that's why I don't share my social media. If any of y'all are asking for my IG, some of y'all be finding me, but my stuff is like very much like a mixture. It's mostly like political stuff, and I might hurt your feelings. So don't go looking for me unless you want to see how pro black I really get. Keep Sister Girl on Films in here, because you go to my IG, it's a different world over there. Okay.
And see, that's my to not mess up my algorithm on my personal one. Cause like I said, I just want that to be my happy place. I just want
Hmm.
to see the girls doing their hair. I just want to see the animals. So, but I love your reels, but I be scared since they're like political based that if I look at them, it'll like mess up my algorithm and show me some people that ain't on the political side that I want to see. So I watch your reels from my channel IG because, like I
Mhm.
said, I don't do nothing over there but post. So I don't have to worry about what they're trying to show me over there.
Right.
So that's where I watch your you and it's somebody I follow that was on KillerCon named Mark. He does a lot of because he's gay. He does a lot of political and like gay stuff. I
Mhm.
love to watch his stuff, but I only watch it just like yours from my channel IG, so that it don't like do nothing to the algorithm. Because I want to
Mhm.
safely scroll,
Right. Mine
and
is
I
real
just be
radical.
scared that the algorithm won't tell the difference between political content. Like it'll just show
Oh
me
no,
all
no.
political
It
content.
will. It will. Matthew, no, I agree. YouTube is YouTube is terrible. That's why like you look at one video and then the next time you log on, all your recommended is every video that look like that. So the trick is once you see one, just put on there like click, don't recommend this channel or don't recommend this video, and then it'll refresh it for you. But I agree. I hate that. That's why I'll be like, do I want to click this video? Because it's gonna mess up my algorithm over here on YouTube.
Yeah, I think YouTube has a terrible algorithm, if you ask me.
Mhm.
Like, and that's the thing. Now, I can't with I only have my channel, YouTube. That's where I watch videos. That's where I do everything from. My algorithm is all over the place, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like I look up so much on, and you can look up random stuff on YouTube. Like, if you trying to, I forgot what I was doing. I was trying to do something handy around the apartment, and I had to
Yeah.
look up a video. Like, I hate that. Like, I look up so much stuff on YouTube. I feel like my algorithm is trash. Like, I don't even really
Mhm.
scroll my homepage at all. I just go to certain channels, see what they've uploaded, see if they've uploaded something new. It get on my nerve. And that's something else. Like when I'm on YouTube, I'm looking up the hair girlies and I'm looking
Mhm.
up random stuff. And I'm like, I look up all, it's kind of like my Google, but
It is. They
I
say
just end
it's
up
like
using it.
the second like most popular search engine is YouTube next to Google, I believe. I could be lying about that, but I think they said that before.
I mean, it sounds like it could be true.
Because I will definitely go to YouTube and Google. How do you?
Yeah, girl, all day, all day.
Yeah, my 80-year-old dad does that. I'm like, Dad, Google. He's like, I don't know about no Google. I'll look it on YouTube. Okay, well, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and look it
Oh
up on
Lord, an
YouTube.
Amber Alert came through.
Yeah. A lot, I agree that my feed has pet stuff, prints for sure. Definitely find men because I like to have a little bit of eye candy when I scroll every now and again. Um,
See, that's the when I want to see the fine people, I go to certain channels. I'm gonna go to John Boyega. I'm gonna go to John David Washington. Like I don't want to just see random
Now I
men
like to see the randoms.
because I feel like obviously, looks are subjective. So my fine
Mhm.
man may not be the algorithm's fine man.
I mean, that's true, but after a while, it'll give you a certain aesthetic. I think it kind of learns. I'm like, oh,
Because I just
okay.
want to see the blackety black men. I
Yeah,
want to see the real black men. I don't want to
yeah.
see all. No, I don't think the algorithm gonna understand.
Well, the algorithm kind of put things in perspective for me because at one point in time, I had a lot of like fitness guys on my page or whatever, and then I started noticing a trend where now I was starting to get recommended a lot of like gay Instagram things, and I was like,
Now, what did that have to do with the fitness bros? But see, this what I mean. The algorithm don't know. Now, see, you can't mix in the men with the algorithm. The algorithm don't know what be happening.
is the algorithm wrong or
I don't have. That's not my ministry.
or I just started noticing a trend. But funny enough, the last guy I dated, because I made a post about, I was like, it seemed like all the fine men are like the gay men, and then he
But
slid
you
in
know
my
what?
DM. There we go.
Now that's fine with me because I love a bisexual man. Like I feel like the only men I want to date are bisexual men. But I don't know
Okay.
why the algorithm would be mixing. Like I don't. I'm just confused. I don't know what. But does that? Okay, so if you're watching the fitness bros and then it's showing gay stuff, does that mean that's what the fitness bros are watching, or does that mean that's what the gay people are watching?
That's my point. Why is the algorithm all of a sudden suggesting these things when this is what I'm liking? Okay. Then I had to look, where are y'all located? Atlanta. Okay. So yeah. But then I just started to realize, okay, well, maybe I just look at the gay content because the gay men do be looking good. So let me look and you look very nice. But yeah.
Yeah, because you're just looking.
Mhm. Yeah. And then after a while, I'm like, all right, let me clear up my algorithm. Let me quit following all of y'all. Let me reset it. So
Yeah, I just keep mine simple. I follow like I watch a bunch of stuff with because when I cut my locks off, I was so ready to have locks again. And I was just following a bunch of women with locks. So like looking at a bunch. So if I see somebody who I really like I like their locks, whatever, I follow them. Stuff with like certain like black owned hair care brands, black owned makeup brands. I follow them because I like to like shop and order stuff from them. Like animal pages, like showing you like funny stuff. Like I just like to just that's all I want to look at. That's all
yeah.
I want. I don't want
I
the
had to stop following
craziness.
animal pages.
Yeah, I don't want the craziness of the world.
I realized once I started liking animal pages, the algorithm assumed I liked all animals. So I have a really bad phobia of bats, and for whatever reason, there's a subset of humans that really think bats are adorable and cute. And I said, oh, I have got to stop following these animal pages because I keep getting jump scares.
Now, see, that's
No.
so weird. I've never once come across a bat video, but the animal pages I tend to follow are like farm animal rescue, farm animal sanctuaries, like stuff like that. So that tends to be the animal stuff that floods my feed. I ain't never seen a bat.
Girl, at one point it was like I said, "Why all of a sudden are people like they're so cute? Oh, get me out of here! What dimension of hell did I just land in?" So I had to just like
Dimension of hell.
do not recommend these animal pages. Like I love a cute little doggy, but this is too much. Like I jump scare. Like I literally was like, I have a phobia. I don't want to see this on my algorithm.
You know what? You would not have liked. You know my friend Jasmine. I just told you about. Now she's way more like vegan than I. Like she's the type of vegan she don't want to kill no bugs. Baby, get the bugs up. I'm calling the exterminator. Like I'm sorry, I haven't extended to that plane yet. But she came home and found a bat in her cabinet. Do you know she was trying to keep that thing as a pet? She was trying to figure out how to get her dog to not try to attack it. You would not have liked that. You would not have liked that.
No, absolutely. No, no, no. That just made my skin crawl. Absolutely not.
And you brave
Absolutely.
though, because it's literally only one animal that I am genuinely like, I have a true fear. Like, I can't even look at them. But I have never in my life told anybody what it was. Because I just feel like I don't like telling people stuff like that. Because then they're going to try and like mess with you. Like they'll try to use it against you. Like they'll try and pop up a bat, send you a bat message. I
Mm-mm,
can't play them games with people.
mm-mm. No, people know not to play with me like that. Mm-mm,
Because
absolutely
I
not.
be so serious, I will literally end a friendship. Like I'm not even playing. I remember like one of my biggest pet peeves is people that try to pull pranks. I'm not a prank person. I will not be a good sport. I had somebody that I was friends with that I worked with who tried to pull a prank on me. I came to work and they had did some craziness to my desk. Babe, I will never talk to you again. Like I'm
Oh
not even
no.
like I'm not even joking. Like I can't play with people like that.
Oh
So I don't
no.
like to say, "Oh, I'm scared of XYZ." Like I
People
tell
do
people,
play
I have a
too
huge
much.
fear of the ocean because I can look at a picture of the ocean. I just don't want to be on it, and you can't really drag me to the ocean. So I
Right.
don't tell people that. But stuff like a fear of bats or something that you don't like, that nah, because I
Mm-mm.
just feel like
Mm-mm.
people be low down.
Yeah. Don't play with me because I won't talk to you no more. That's fine. That's fine. Just like people have raccoons as pets. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Matthew,
The
nocturnal
one that
animals.
played dead, the
I
possum.
can't. Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm.
I don't
No.
have a problem with raccoons or possums. Like I don't want them in my
Mm-mm.
house or nothing. But do
Mm-mm.
you know what actually looks freaky? And I never realized it. I used to work at a bank, and you know how you always see squirrels scurry across the street.
Mhm.
I was standing outside the bank and a squirrel literally like rolled up on me. It was my first time really seeing a squirrel, like looking them in the face close up. Squirrels look freaky as hell. Like
Squirrels are
squirrels look
mean.
so weird.
Squirrels are so mean. We had our squirrels at the college I went to. I'm not even joking. They used to throw acorns at people. Like they
You lying.
I'm not joking. Me and my friend were walking, and this girl was like walking in front of us, and she like was like, "Ow!" She looked up. Me and my friend was like, "What is happening?" And then we looked at the tree. I said, "I know this squirrel is not throwing acorns at people." I was like, "Well, we about to find out." We went under that tree, baby. If that squirrel did not throw acorns,
Wow.
squirrels are mean. Them are some mean
I ain't
animals.
never heard of no mess like that.
It was legit throwing stuff at the people.
But yeah, that was my first. Like, obviously, I've seen squirrels my whole life, but I've always seen them scurry across the street, scurry up a tree. I've never seen them up close and personal. That squirrel
Little faces.
literally rolled up on me, like rolled up
They
on
don't
me.
care. They are thugs. Possums are definitely ugly. They are. I don't any animal that's outside at night. I don't fool with because there's a reason why you're out at night. Because we ain't supposed to be out there with you. So I don't. No, I'm good. I'm all the way good.
Oh, she will absolutely put herself to bed.
Aw.
But you know what's so funny? Like, she doesn't sleep with me. She only gets in my bed if I'm not in it.
Aw.
She's a very independent girly. She likes to sleep on the sofa, not her dog bed, not my bed. She likes to sleep on the sofa. Since the day I got her, she sleeps on my sofa. The only time she would lay in bed with me is y'all. My dog is a Negro. Okay, I got a Negro. This dog literally will sleep till noon every single solitary day. She sleeps till noon like she worked the night shift. So the only time she'll lay in bed with me is I usually wake up at like 9 a.m., but I just stay laying in the bed and I don't get up to like noon, like literally every day. She'll come crawl into bed with me early in the morning and we'll just lay in bed until we get up and go for a walk. But yeah, she doesn't sleep with me. She sleeps on the sofa.
Oh yeah, Chihuahuas are good at following the routines of their owners. Like they like, oh, we gonna lay around all day. That's fine. They don't care.
I love it because I hate like I don't like when you. I feel like that's why I feel like puppies are overrated. I would never get a puppy ever again for the rest of my life. I just have to get up at like 5 a.m. because puppies can't hold it like that. Like they need to go. Oh my God. I love the fact that I could just lay in bed or I could just do stuff around the house. Like normally I just get up before her. I get on my laptop. I'll do dishes. Well, I don't do dishes. I hate washing dishes. Like, the dishwasher. Load the dishwasher. Like I could just do stuff in the house. Child, she be sleeping. She be sleeping. I have to tell her to get up and let's go outside.
Yeah, I had my dog. She was housebroken, so she would go on puppy pads. So if I was still asleep, she would just go on her puppy pad, and that was it. Like, great, awesome. She
Yeah,
was.
because it ain't no fun when you have to get up and go outside. Like it be getting on my nerve. Now I'm fine. Well, now I'm fine with her because, like I said, she'll just sleep till noon. But when you have to like get up super early for a dog or something like that, now it sucks in Tennessee now that we're here because it be snowing. Oh God, she needed to go out last night, and the later it gets, the like more cold it get. Child, I was like, you can't hold it to the morning. Like, no, she did her last party break of the night. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And we'll be in your pajamas. You got to bundle up and pull all type of clothes on and layers.
That was never my life. That was never my life. My dog. She was puppy trained on the puppy pad from the minute once she learned how to use it. And then if it was cold out, she ain't like being outside no way. So she would go on her puppy pad, and then I would take her on a walk, and she would do her business, come right back on in. She was not, no. We're
Yeah,
not
she
doing
don't
it.
like. I have to force her outside when it's snowing or raining. She don't even like walking on the ground if it's wet. Like if it's not currently raining, but it rained earlier and the ground is wet, I have to force her outside. She don't
Chihuahuas are
like.
so bougie.
And I be feeling like I thought dogs supposed to be smart. Like, baby, it was snowing earlier today, and you still asking to go out. It's like she don't know it's snowing until I open the door for us to go out. Then she be like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, you got us here now."
Oh, ain't like you had a hound? Your lazy partner in crime too. It's nothing like a lazy dog. They are the best.
They're the best.
Them dogs that need to be outside all the time. Sit down. Get in the house, please.
But we done had a child. It's been almost 3.5 hours. Okay, we done got
Wow.
way past the movie. But
Yeah.
thank you guys for showing up for our watch along. And remember, this is a watch along in preparation for our KillerCon that we are doing on Sunday. Our live, well, I'm saying my live horror panel. But Sister Girl on Film will be a guest there, as well as Tyra from Struggle Reviews TV. As well as two guests from In Love with Horror. So we're going to have a horror panel talking about politics and horror. There's been a lot of discourse about how politics shouldn't be a horror and all this other stuff. But of course, politics and horror is nothing new. I mean, we just watched They Live from the 80s. So that's what we will be discussing on Sunday. So please make sure you are there with us for that. As well as tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? Y'all know I be messing with Sister Girl, but I think she liked me because guess what? We back again tomorrow. You want to tell the people what we got going on, what you're hosting tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow we will be doing a live try not to laugh challenge while watching a Tubi movie. If you're subscribed to my channel, you already know we have a good time watching the things. And so Miss Nikki will have to take the challenge tomorrow and see if she can watch a Tubi movie
I
without
feel like I was
laughing.
bamboozled. I didn't know what was happening.
She was not bamboozled at all. I was very transparent about what was happening.
Yo, we are watching a movie that by the title is sure to be a masterpiece. Thought of Murder.
It's first of all, it's the play on words. So obviously it's probably gonna be a good movie. A crime. You like a crime drama.
You know what?
Hello. Hello. That's right up your alley. So yeah. So guys, join us tomorrow at 8:30. I believe it's
And
8:30.
they in some kind of 7:30 Central. Isn't it some kind of drinking game or something with it? Like how that go?
So if you laugh and the movie did not intend for you to laugh, because sometimes they try to crack little jokes or whatever, but if it's supposed to be a serious moment or anything and you laugh, you have to take a drink.
I really feel like I'm gonna make it the whole live without laughing. Like I feel like I can be very controlled.
You probably
And
will.
I won't make myself laugh.
Probably
But
will.
I do have an event that I'm going to before the live where I'm gonna try and drink as much as I can because it's like an open bar thingy and I ain't gotta pay, so I'm gonna be a straight up Negro. I'm gonna just order everything I can order. So I'm already be a little sauce, but I just feel like I'm probably not gonna have to drink nothing during the. I just know it because I can be. I just know I can be very controlled.
Okay.
But I might just be sipping just for the fun of it.
Okay. Well, we shall see tomorrow. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central.
And also, I am doing a retrospective watch and discussion of Lovecraft Country. We just did the first episode. So every week we will be here, myself, as well as Ashley from My Sweet Perspective and Tyra from Struggle Reviews TV. Every Tuesday, we will be doing a watch along of the episode of Lovecraft Country. So you have enough time to catch up. We only did the first episode. And if you don't pay for HBO and you just don't have no access to it, of course, you can become a channel member and you can watch it not for free, but you can be a channel member and watch all the episodes along with me in the Discord. And also just join the Discord because it's not just for paid members. I have a bunch of stuff going on over there just for free, just for us to connect outside of YouTube. And every Wednesday, we will do the Lovecraft Country live discussion of the episode. So do you have anything else going on as well that you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, just I have memberships on the channel now, so join the membership or join my Patreon. The links are always in the description of any videos, especially even on this one. So no, I have nothing else going on.
Excuse me, Matthew. I laugh at myself because I'm funny. Okay, I just be laughing at me.
Oh yeah, the poll is at 100%. Our Wishmaster and the thing on the same level, 100%. All of y'all said no.
And
So
I was one
Nikki,
of the all of y'all's. I
yeah, so
voted.
Nikki, hush. I'm gonna
You
like
know, I just like messing with you. But thank you guys so much for showing up. Whether you are watching on A Night of Horror or Sister Girl on film. And if you're watching from my channel, I do have Sister Girl in the description. So please make sure you go to her channel and support her. And y'all, make sure you do all those good things that YouTubers need you to do to help our channel. And the algorithm that we were just talking about, make sure you like the video, share the video. When we finish the live, it helps if you comment on the video. Thank you so much for keeping the chat active. And if you're in here, if you enjoyed it, hit like, make sure you're subscribed. Check out the channel memberships, and we will see you guys in the next one. As a matter of fact, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
yes.